left it. We had left town, and if you remember right, it was Baldur's Gate, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, right. So, and you had and I just want to, whoops, go ahead.
Yeah, if you were talking, I didn't hear you.
Shit, one second.
was
I'm
just
gonna put
he's-
myself on push or whatever, voice activate. Just as soon as I remember how.
It's in your user settings in Discord.
All right, how about that? Can you guys hear me?
How about that? Yeah, I can hear you.
Uh-huh.
Maybe
All right.
the whole time.
All right. Shikamaru, if you remember right, you were with Ed Helry, a female moon elf, who is carrying on her wagon an exotic wood, and you were the sergeant, if you will, of a couple of other guards with them. One of those guards is one of the cultists, although nobody knows that. You know that. And then Daru, you were with a male gold dwarf merchant. He's bringing something that's very perfumey in the back of his wagon, and his name is Lai Anguston. And then Mr. Blink, you are with Lasfelro, the Silent. It's a human merchant, male. You don't know what he's transporting, but he does have a gargoyle that's tethered to the wagon by a slim silver chain. And then finally, Frieza, you are with a female human teamster, Well-Rund Turohar. And
Wait, can we shorten that? Like, what would we call her on the road?
Wero.
Boss.
Yeah.
Can I just call her female boss?
You can call her ma'am.
Ma'am.
She is a bit of a romantic at heart, and she likes to bring strong men along with her on the road. When you left, none of you kept your horses, so as far as I know, none of you are mounted. You're either riding the wagons or walking along besides them, keeping good guard. If I recall, there were a total of 11 wagons in this caravan, and 3 of them are cultist wagons, and you guys are scattered around some of the rest. A little more than a day out of town, let's call it the second day, you ran into Belrim, who was buried up to his neck and unconscious in the middle of the traveling road. He had written in indelible ink on his forehead the word Oathbreaker. The caravan was of mixed opinions about what you should do with him. Some wanted him to stay there, some wanted to rescue them. 2 of you ended up digging him out and rescuing him, and he's currently riding in the back of Shikamaru's female moon elf merchant's wagon, Ed Helry. Nobody knows why he has Oathbreaker on his head. He will need to explain to the group why that is and what happened. And Eric, I never told you what your story was, did I?
Nope, not at all.
All right, give me 2 minutes, guys, and let me just pop in there and give him a quick 30 seconds.
It's your first visit to the DM's disciplinary room, buddy. I hope you make
That's
it back
right.
in one piece.
All right, so
I'm very excited.
pop down
Sure.
to the DM disciplinary room, please.
What is LG?
I don't know
Life's
what the fuck
good.
it means.
Aren't you life's good, Frieza? I don't know.
Junkie man, tell me what the story is.
Large gonads.
Lunging
Why
for
is
goats?
Shem muted in that room?
Huh?
It says he's muted his mic in that room.
'Cause he's Sham?
There he
freaking
goes.
does that?
Martin Luther Ginger.
So close.
So I'd like to take this time to thank our sponsor.
Greg Jerome. He is an awesome guy.
Oh, I
With
thought the
his own
sponsor was.
podcast.
I thought the sponsor was Button the cream for people with pained butts.
Wow. Wow, that just hurts, man. You know,
Button for those times your butt hurts. That's not a bad tagline when you think about it. I mean, it doesn't leave much to the imagination. Think of all the mascots you could have. The butt with just 2 legs. You could have a turtle. Yeah, I saw a coyote in my yard yesterday or 2 days ago.
I'm still trying to process the legs with just a butt. I'm trying to figure out how that mascot would walk around. Like, would the butt be so huge that it covered the entire torso of the guy wearing the
Yeah.
costume? And like,
Yeah,
it's
and then
just
like he
his
could just stick his
legs.
hand out the hole.
It's just his legs, and then the entire upper part of it's a butt, and it's like completely improportional to disproportional. That's the word. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the help.
There's so much I want to say right now, but April's right behind me and I don't want to gross her out. It's one
I'm
of those
gonna go
times.
check
like,
out my food
wow,
while they're
I
doing
could
that.
go
I'll be right
so
back.
far
But
down the rabbit hole.
you kind of do want to gross her out. There's a piece of your 3rd grade self that's like, this would be really funny to gross her out. It's in all of us.
That's pretty much high school self too.
It's ingrained. It's in
Yeah.
all of us.
You see like the snapshots I take of the conversations I have with people at work.
Mhm.
It's like now self.
Sweet, guys. We got one person watching our stream so far. Let's do this.
Any idea who it is?
Me.
Damn it. I don't more people care about our whatever we're doing.
I don't know. I don't really care. It's more
Okay,
for.
so
Go ahead.
the DM's disciplinary room requires push to talk, apparently.
You
Pretty
could
sure.
change that.
It did. Well, it did because it made me put push to talk back on before I could talk to Eric. So it's like, oh,
Who the hell said all those?
yeah, I don't know.
I got one idea.
Oh wait, hold on. No. No.
Okay, so as we left it last week, we had rescued. Well, you don't know his name, but you had rescued somebody with the word Oathbreaker on his forehead, and he's currently in the back of Shikamaru's Factors wagon. All right, so it's day 2. I'd like to start from here if everybody else is ready.
I'd just like to know, between day 1 and day 2, have we taken a long rest?
Yes.
Does that include me? That's been taking that's taking a long rest or no?
You have not. You just got unburied after 3 days, buried up to your neck in the road.
That seems like a pretty long rest to me, but okay.
Yeah, it's not exactly rest.
Or like fighting for your life.
Just saying, you had to thrash your head back and around so the birds didn't peck out your eyes. The top of your head is pretty sunburnt, and you're just about dead of thirst.
So is the new guy conscious, or is he like in the wagon half dead?
He's in the wagon half dead. He did get a cure lights put on him. I think somebody put that on him.
So, some nice druid around here.
Some nice druid. So he's not in danger of dying, but he is not well at the moment. Consider that his constitution is probably about 2 or 3 right now. And he probably will get a couple of them back a day until he gets up to his normal healthy self.
So what time of day would you say this is? Morning?
This is mid-afternoon it was mid-morning when you got him. Took a couple hours to dig him out, another hour to catch back up with the caravan, so mid-afternoon.
Oh,
I'm gonna take
Hot
a
out.
moment to take a whiskey break.
Who are you asking?
That was more just a statement. That's what I'm doing.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
whiskey breaks aren't for asking.
Yeah. Well,
It's just walking behind the wagon I'm supposed to be protecting, grabbing a bottle out of my pocket and going to town.
Safer than water, man. Safer than water.
I don't want dysentery. I've
okay.
played that game, Oregon Trail.
Whiskey breaks whenever you want them, as long as you keep up with the wagons. I'm assuming most of you are walking besides the wagons.
Yes, sir.
My as I've been talking to my merchant, Ly Angiston, we become closer, and I'm gonna ask if I can ride in the wagon to make sure I keep a closer eye, since I believe you said I'm the only one on this group.
You are. You
I was
are.
only-
He says, "Come on up here, lad. Let me tell you about all the money I'm going to make. I am going to make so much money with this trip that I'll be able to retire and sleep on rose petals every night. It's going to be so good.
What are we carrying?
We are carrying scented cooking oil and perfume from Omn. And I'm going to make a fortune. And just so long as you do your job and make sure it gets there safely.
Oh, you're gonna make a fortune.
Oh yes, and I'm going to spend it on ladies and on jewels and on fine living. And you know what? I might buy a goose-filled mattress for my bed.
Like with real gooses in it?
Well, goose quill,
Oh,
goose down.
I started to
goose
get very
down,
nervous.
Or something. Yes, I'm going to vastly enjoy the being wealthy for the first time in my life.
Wow.
And he goes on and on and on like that, ad nauseum.
I feign interest the entire time.
That's fine. You, as long as you feign interest, you can sit on the wagon and ride with him. Anybody else got anything they'd like to do with their respective?
Yeah, I'm gonna croak out just like water, just like that. And hope
Okay,
it hears me. I'm barely dead or alive, right? So
Shikamaru, you hear him asking for water.
I point to one of the guards and I'm like, hey, get him some water.
Do no such thing. Fish fucking it.
Wow.
Give him some whiskey.
There goes our sponsor dollars.
Sorry, Bone Spring.
A little water cut with whiskey might be just what the doctor ordered. So yeah, you get a water that's about 4 parts water, 1 part whiskey, and you start feeling a little better.
I'm gonna like order the guards around the cart so there's like a full view around the cart, and like, you know, there's at least one person standing on each side type thing.
Okay. She points out that she really appreciates how observant you are and how studious you are in guarding her wagon. Is exactly what she expects. As you've walked with her over these couple of days, you found out that she's very exacting in her expectations, but she's pretty even-tempered about it. She
I kinda
dotes
like-
on her wagons and her animals, but humans, not so much.
I kind of nod at her like you're welcome, my lady.
Yeah. So you get the eye of approval from her.
can I ask which wagon I'm in?
You
Like-
are in the wagon of Ed Helry.
I mean, like which
Well,
one on the map?
Is it?
Oh, I
relevant?
don't know.
It's
It's not relevant.
yeah.
I'm gonna be in that.
I have
one.
you sitting on this map. You're going to be seeing a lot of this kind of map because it's
Can you fix his name too?
Hey, why's he on my wagon?
fix his name.
there.
Why are you on my wagon now?
I got the
Gosh.
general goods wagon up here. Because remember, we actually we left before because we didn't want to stay for the digging of Eric.
There. Now I'm on that wagon.
It's all good.
Represents. I thought you could save that, but yes, all right. Bell Rim is now. Where the hell did you go?
He's
Oh.
down on his wagon. He's good. His name's changed.
Yep. All right. Good. All right. And Mr. Blink, Las Felro is pretty quiet.
Yeah, he's got the nickname the Silence, so I'm happy
Yeah.
about that.
He every now and then he just breaks out into songs, and he sings and he tells jokes for about 10 minutes. And then all of a sudden it's like the moon rises and he goes silent and surly and quiet.
My kind of
So
guy.
when he's gregarious, usually after a shot or two of whiskey, he's pretty funny and nice to be around. The other 23 and a half hours of the day is kind of sucks. He doesn't seem to move out of the seat of his wagon very much. And the gargoyle doesn't seem to move at all. Although you know it is a real gargoyle because you've seen it move, but it seems to be content to stand right in the center of the top of the wagon.
Mhm.
Just a point of with mine as I'm talking to my guy, I'm gonna try to. I'm trying to. I don't want to. Yeah, I know you want to move the game along, so as I'm talking to my guy, I'd like to try to get some information from him on his craft of making scented cooking oils and perfumes, so I can kind of pick up some new things and keep an eye as we're going along. Keep an eye out for flowers that I know would smell really nice to point them out to him.
He appreciates the effort, but he doesn't make the oils. He just bought them there and is going to resell them in, faraway lands where they're rare.
That's
He doesn't know the first thing about making it, and then he turns the conversation immediately around to how much money he's going to make and all the gold he's going to spend.
You
And
found yourself a middleman, buddy.
I'd like to offer ma'am some whiskey. Be like, you want some?
ma'am, some whiskey? You'd
Yeah.
like to offer her some whiskey?
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, ma'am, you want some whiskey?
She declines and looks at you slightly with disapproval. She
I would like-
she says she'd like to make sure that she drives her cart straight and doesn't mess up the horses.
Because yeah, I'd also like to pose her the question that, being the female of your species and the weaker, should you not be at home nursing children? That's what the females of my species does. Why are you out amongst the men?
You actually roll me
You're about to get a good thump.
a dexterity saving throw. Let's see if you keep your ear or not.
Please.
Fuck, take me a minute to find.
Frieza just found a wife.
Does he get?
Oh,
Can we get April in here to
Oh.
roleplay the chick?
Okay. You passed. She cracks the whip that she controls her team of animals with, and it snaps right next to your ear hole, and it is like really, really loud, like thunder inside a can right next to your ear hole. That hurt, but it did not take your ear off.
Yeah,
And she says there'll be none of that on this trip.
I'm just gonna shoot her some side eye and be like, I like it frisky.
Yeah, you're busy holding onto your ear, wondering if it's still attached to your head. So, and you won't be able to hear out of that ear for a couple hours.
yeah. Which ear is it? The right or the left?
That'd be my
Well,
right eye, my right ear.
Right ear. Okay.
Face where my
let's see.
tune is located.
Yep, even is right. You're right. Right ear.
Just so she knows where I stand.
I'm sure, and I'm pretty sure you know where she stands now. Okay,
Barefoot in the kitchen.
Hard to
Frisky,
get.
frisky.
so just as and I think I told you guys this, but just so you understand that, this trip from Baldur's Gate to Waterdeep is going to take about 750 miles of travel.
Oh, mama.
And your horses and mule-drawn freight wagons cover about 15 miles a day. And the animals need a day off after every 6. So every 7th day you take a rest. So you're going to get about 90 miles a week. That goes into 75, something like, I don't know, 8
90
weeks,
Goes, 90
9
goes into
weeks.
75 just once.
Yeah, 750, I should say.
I know.
Okay, so couple of things. Whoa, You guys are psychedelicing my screen for me. Okay, so in the evenings, so on the first evening you camp by the road. As the second evening comes up, you're getting ready to camp by the road as well. But usually every 2-3 days you'll be at an inn, an inn or something along those lines. Okay. So we get to the evening. The wagons are kind of pulled into a bit of a circle, and a number of campfires are put together. And please recall that there is a Bayad whose sole wagon is carrying ale and beer, and he sets up a bar and sets up shop. He also has a little cooking grill in there, and he's making some cooking up a nice meal for payment, if you will. And usually much of the guards in the caravan make their way over towards his wagon and spend their evening there.
Okay.
So I'll take some questions or role playing now, if anybody wants it, or if you want to get to know some of the rest of your travelers.
Wait, so which caravans have the cultist people?
On the screen, it doesn't matter, but 3 of the 11 wagons are cultist wagons. They keep to themselves.
Are they the wagons grouped up for the cultist wagons, or are they intermingled throughout the caravan?
They stay grouped up. They stay to themselves, and each one of them has a driver and a couple of guards. And then you know that 3 of the guards are also scattered out among that hired on separately. Are scattered amongst the rest of the caravan. In fact, one of them reports to Shikamaru.
And we're stopping tonight?
And we're stopping for the evening, yep.
Do we circle the wagons like in the old days?
Yes, sort of. You pull them into somewhat of a defensive group and put fires on the inside of it. And there's a watch schedule established where the guards they share it amongst all the guards in the caravan, where they patrol around a couple hours.
The guy that opened up the bar, I'm gonna walk over to him, and I'm
Okay.
gonna kind of point over at the lady that I'm hired under, and I'm like, "You got any good elf wine that I could buy off of you?
He does not.
What's your
He
what's your
does.
most expensive?"
He says, I got a honey mead. That's about as close as I can come.
Okay, that'll do. How much will that cost for like a bottle?
Oh, the entire bottle, a couple of silver.
I'll hand him over a couple silver. Actually, I'll give him 3 for helping me out.
Oh, very good, sir. Please come back and anytime. Your business is always welcome here.
Thank you. I nod at him and I start heading back over to our little. Did you say we made? There's like, is there like one big campsite, or is it like each little wagon area has their own little campsite, and he's got like a bar off on this side?
It's kind of each wagon does its own campsite,
Okay.
does its own food, has its own fire, but the wagons are all kind of in a circle with an open area in
Right.
between them. So yeah, you're over there by yourself. Now remember, you got a couple of guards to take care
Right.
of as well.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm gonna reference my boss as, "Hey boss, piss break." I'm just gonna point and start walking.
That's fine. She nods her head. She's busy taking care of her horses.
All right, I'm gonna head to go catch up with Mr. Blink.
Okay.
Did I find him yet?
Yep.
Yeah. Hey,
It's
what's
not
going on,
hard
man?
to find.
Hey, Mr. Blink, don't you have to pee? I have to pee.
Oh, I could use a good pee. Hey,
No.
Silent.
We
I want
should
to
get
take
our-
a pee.
That's fine. He's getting ready to. He's making dinner right now. He's not making you any though.
That's fine.
Okay.
Let's go find our pee buddy Daru, because it's good luck to pee together.
I've heard that before. Yeah. Women
no.
pee as groups all the time. It's the craziest thing. But I should
Female
see what the
species.
fuss is about.
Yeah, the pale people do that, so let's go do that.
Right on. Right on.
I
That's fine.
decline. I want to make sure my
wagons protected.
Yeah, I want to make sure my boss's wagon is guarded as the
Daru,
only guard
don't
here.
be a dick. We're on a break.
No, as the only guard here, he seems really nice to me. He's very friendly. I'm gonna make sure his shit's protected.
If you don't have any fun in this life, what are the next 54?
Well,
My-
we're gonna have to drop a separate channel because we're gonna have a conversation that Daru won't be able to hear.
Yeah, well, I just won't listen. Anyway, my life isn't about fun. It's about protecting nature and making sure that I get Daru's
You're
seed
way
replanted
too
in Starker
serious to
Forest
be-
again.
All right,
You're
maybe
way too
Shikamaru
serious.
has to pee. Let's go ask him.
Yeah, maybe. Fuck this guy.
Hey, do you want to go by that
Weirdo.
rock and pee over there when there is nobody to listen to us?
Yeah, give me a second. I talk to the guards and I'm like, look, you guys do not stop looking and you make sure this is protected while I'm gone. And then we'll work out shifts after I get back. And then I go and head over towards them.
I cast actually message to the fucking gargoyle that's sitting on the back saying, hey, protect this while I'm gone.
I'm gonna slowly stumble over there, completely butt ass naked because I left my cloak in the
Somebody get this guy a towel.
because I left my cloak in the thing.
As he starts to get out, I'm like, no, you stay in there. You stay in there for now.
Easy, buddy.
I'll be
easy.
back
I'd-
for
I'd-
you.
While they're doing this, while they're doing this, I'm gonna go around. I'm still with my in my general area, so I can keep an eye on my cart. But I'm gonna look around at the other carts and see what they're selling. Is anyone around here? Can I see any of them? Are they selling clothes or armor or anything? Is that what they're carrying?
Well, one guy is carrying furs and uncured hides. One person is carrying exotic wood. That's Shikamaru's.
That seems to be what Mr.
You
Blink
see,
is off carrying.
one of the female travelers riding on one of the wagons is green from head to toe, including skin, hair, eyes, nails, and teeth. You know what your guy's doing. You know what? Nobody knows what Last Pharaoh the Silent, the one with the gargoyle, is carrying. Nobody really knows that one. Yeah, you got there's a gnome that looks like he's rolling dice with some of the guards. There is a human merchant that's got a load of silk. Maybe he might help it. His name is Nayerheit.
How close to my cart is he? Is he like pretty?
He's within sight. They're all within sight. You
Okay.
can,
So yeah, after they're done with their thing, I'm gonna go over and have a conversation with was it?
You could
Neil?
probably do it now since you don't want to piss as a group.
Well, look, man, I'm gun shy. What can I say? I lived in the woods,
I don't know.
Yeah.
not around people
the-
very often, and
You piss in the woods
Just
all
imagine,
the time.
think we're animals. Just
Yeah.
Is
Picture
Belgrim
us as
with
animals.
us, or is he
the
on the
first time
he
I
is
peed
on
in
the
a
cart.
group, the first time I peed in a group, guy tried to touch me, and I wasn't feeling good about that.
It was one time.
I wasn't feeling good about that,
It was one
so
time, and there's good luck.
now I'm a little skittish about being around
Oh my god.
my group while they're.
All right, fine. That's a
All right.
legitimate
All
reason.
right, so
You
the
go do
three of
your
you,
thing.
the three of you
We're gonna
have
do our
a
thing.
conversation, and Daru and I will talk about what he's doing after that.
Well, they can have their conversation in here, and we'll just Nobody's gotta
That's
jump.
fine.
Yeah.
We don't have to jump anywhere.
Okay,
We can take them in order.
Right on.
What's happening?
All right,
What's up?
so you're all peeing around the rock.
Well, no, because I'm like, hey guys, I really don't have to pee. I just wanted to talk to you about a plan.
I
oh, I
figured.
do have to pee. I whip out my dick and start peeing.
I start laughing. I'm like, where's your penis?
Hey, it's right there.
Well, this
Hmm.
got uncomfortable. What'd you need to talk about? As
still-
I kind of like put my hand over my chin so I can't see what's going on downstairs on Shikamaru.
I'm trying to
Hey.
catch my breath after the laughing. You know, I'm doing
Wait,
one.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. That guy touched your ass for you, so you're not shy
Yeah.
with him at all anymore.
I don't need to see what's going on.
like to see the word-
touch my ass.
Yeah.
word
Joe's a
intimate.
catcher, not a pitcher.
God dang.
You're saying it's better to receive than give?
Yes.
Mm.
We're off topic. What's going on here, Fraser?
I was gonna do the whole "ask not what your country could do for you" thing, but okay. So, anywho, fucking hell. I still have one of those cultist neck pieces, like the necklace that I got way back when. And I was gonna see if Shikamaru, since he's in like a more of a boss position, if he wanted to use it and he could go around to like the cultists and kind of say, hey, look, show it to me like I'm one of you, and I got a snazzy position to steal this rig later. What are your orders, type of thing.
Shikamaru, how do you feel about that little undercover work?
Let me think.
Can you put your penis away?
Hold on. It's just about done. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Oh, all right.
And then let's see here. I could probably do something like that. There is a cultist with my group. I can kind of start there. I was already kind of trying to take him to the side and see what he was doing here, but that might help me out a little bit.
Yeah, kind of make friends with him.
Yeah. So it's not a high view. I'm going to like kind of drop it, and then as I walk away or whatever, you can pick it up. 'Cause that way we're not handing things off.
Smart. The old drop and pick.
So I'm going to delete that from my inventory.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna add it to mine.
Nice. Can I pee now?
You could certainly do whatever you'd like.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah,
I'm off back to my car.
I'm gonna jump out of the.
All right. I'm gonna head back over here. Where
You guys,
Bellerim is. And I'm like, cover yourself, man. Let me see if I can find some better clothes for you.
God, I thought those guys would never leave.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey, you
But
volunteered.
by the way, guys, you can eat together. I mean, this is going to be a fairly social group. You're going to be months on the road.
That's fine. Is there
So,
I wrote down, I think, something bad. Exactly how many people am I over?
2. You got 2 guards,
2 guards, and one of them is a cultist?
and one of them is one of the 3 cultists that have hired on as guards in other wagons besides the cultist wagons.
Gotcha. Okay, so 2 guards. And one
And
of
he
them's
wants to go
Gotcha.
over by his friends and does on a regular basis.
Okay, well, as long as he did it when I got back, because that's
Yeah.
what I said.
Correct. I mean, he follows orders and does his job as a guard, but
Okay.
you guys don't necessarily have to not be together
Gotcha.
if you don't want to be.
Can I go around the camp collecting like pieces of clothing for plot size, however big he is? Bellerim, like pants,
Okay.
shirt,
Well,
basic
why
things.
don't we have
You can
Bell-
always measure me yourself.
Yeah, no
why
thanks.
don't we have Belram come out and join the bar?
Because he
and
wants to
talk
walk
everybody?
around
Because I'm butt ass naked. What the fuck?
You got a cloak, shush.
It's a toga at this point.
Toga.
It is a
We
toga.
might as well go to the toga party we're hosting tonight.
And then
Oh, dear Lord.
while you're going to the bar, because you have not introduced yourself to anybody in the caravan or the group. Why don't Ken? Why don't we? What were you going to ask of the silk merchant?
Well, I was gonna see. I was basically exactly what was going on right here.
Okay,
What was his name? You said.
Nairhite,
What's his English name?
Verther, Mr. Verther. Think Berther with a V.
Gotcha. All right. Excuse me, Mr. Verther.
Yes.
Hi. I noticed you have. We remember the guy we found on the road a few days ago.
Yes, it was earlier today. Yes.
It's been a long day then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's been naked and I see you have a lot of silk and other stuff on your wagon. Are you looking to sell? Do you have any clothing in there that you might be looking to sell? I'd like to get some clothes for him. He's offending my senses.
Sadly, man, I do not have any clothes. It's just bales of silk.
Bales of silk. Do you happen to have a seamstress with you and a sewing machine?
No, no. As a matter of fact, I don't. By the way, are you looking at the silk in the wagon?
Well, I'm standing next to him at the wagon, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Okay. Roll me a perception check, please.
Okay.
Ooh. And so this is bales of silk. I mean, they're large, large bales.
Mhm.
Think 4 or 5 feet
Mhm.
square, cubes of sheets of silk, calishite silk in various colors. And you happen to notice, you see, at least one of the bales has a couple of worms in it.
He's got live silkworms. Okay. Sorry, I'm going through my own head.
Doesn't appear to be silkworms.
Hmm.
You would recognize them as something that would be a pest that will eat up the silk
Oh,
over time.
so he's got,
Think moths.
yeah, he's got weevils or something in there. Some
Yes,
type of
something
weevil.
like that. Yep.
Ah,
He obviously doesn't know that.
right. Listen, I don't want to worry you. I don't know if you were, I don't know if you're transporting silks or you're transporting these weevil bugs. Um, but
What?
I've
What are you
seen these
talking
before.
about?
Look at your silks. I looked in. Don't startle them because they'll shit all over your silks with what they've already eaten. But
Hey,
we need to
oh
get
my
these out of
God,
your. Stop. We
they're
need to get these.
infested.
We
I'm
need to get these
ruined.
out of your. No,
Oh
no.
my gosh, he completely comes unhinged. Ah, he starts screaming, run around the camp screaming.
Calm down. I use
No, there ain't no calming him down. I'm ruined. Oh my gosh. Oh, my silks. They're going to be eaten up before I get back to town.
I use
Ah.
will animal handling work? Like if I try to get them out of there by
Well, you can give it a try.
can I try to animal handle the
The
worms out of his
bugs.
silks?
Um,
I don't know.
he is flipping out, and everybody at the bar area standing up watching this drama going on, and he's going completely apeshit. He's pulling out his hair, he's gnashing his teeth, he's banging his head against the side of his cart, he's screaming. Yeah, it's a bad scene.
I use charm person on him.
Okay. So you start waving around,
Okay. Huh?
waving your hands around,
Right.
Or
and
however you.
obviously casting a spell.
Right.
Yeah, because it.
He does not. He does not save. So you've charmed him.
Calm down. Calm down. It's okay. It's okay. We'll get this taken care of.
He looks at you with dead eyes.
I turn to Daru, my staff, and I say, Daru, you've shown me once how to get infestations out of plants. These bugs follow that same mind. Tell me what to do.
1 second. Well, a couple things come to your mind. A poison spray might do it.
Anybody see a Home Depot?
A fog cloud might do it. Speak with animals, maybe, although that's iffy.
I cast fog cloud.
You would have to unload the wagon. And what you're trying to do is combine perhaps fog cloud with something that would make the bugs want to leave, like poison spray or
Hold on,
something
what's
like
fog?
that.
What about, are they attracted to light?
You can experiment and find
Yeah.
out.
It's just fog, so why would Dari's useless with that? Um,
Like I say, you're gonna have to experiment.
I'm with this. All right. Okay. So here's
If you were at third level,
yeah, I know.
or if
But
you
I'm
could
not,
cast
so
a
that's
third level
irrelevant.
spell, that would be it would be easy.
Yes, I'm aware. No, that's definitely not going to work. Yeah, ooh, ooh, ooh. I turn back to my boss and I say, "Do you have any perfumes with goat tree flower in it?" And I start
Your boss.
smelling. Huh?
Okay, your boss has no ideas.
Yes, I start smelling around. I
Everybody
start
stand
smelling
around.
around the things, and I find something in the cart that has goat tree flower in it.
Okay,
And
you
I
can
offer to buy it
find
off
it.
of him. How much for this?
He'll
I'll give
that's
you I'll give you over market value because I need this right away.
well that's a gallon cask. That's perfume. That's gonna be 50 gold.
All right. So I'll buy
Okay.
it. Fuck it.
All right. Have you let Mr. Werther out of his charm yet?
No, he's still calm.
Okay, he's just standing there with dead eyes looking at
Yeah,
you
yeah.
stupidly. Okay.
Sorry, just gotta take my. All right. So I have a 50-gallon cask of perfume.
Not 50 gallons, no. It's a gallon.
A gallon. Okay.
It's a
It's
gallon,
like, is
but
this a
that's
giant fucking? He's got
no,
a tanker
this
truck.
isn't a 55-gallon drum.
He's
No,
got a
this is a
tanker truck coming along.
gallon.
Okay, so I've
This
got
is
a
a
gallon of
gallon of
perfume.
potent perfume, yes.
Okay. So I take it and using does he have any kind of spare bottles in the thing that I can
Yes.
use temporarily?
Yes.
All
Yes,
right.
you can use a little flask. He's
So
got flasks and all kinds of stuff in
I
there.
take one of the sprayer bottles and I fill the sprayer bottle with the perfume, and I start spraying it on the bugs
Okay.
and all
And
over the silks.
you could also use it as a component in Fog Cloud and just create a fog bomb inside the wagon.
Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't have that in my explanation of fog cloud, but I will do that. That
It
works for me.
doesn't, but I think if you have
If my DM says I can, I will do such a thing.
it does have material, verbal and somatic
Mhm.
components. I think if you play around, it's probably going to take you a while, but you can play around. You might be able to use the perfume as as your material component and have the fog cloud smell strongly of said perfume.
Okay. Let's go with that.
All right. Give me let's get your character out real quick. 1 second. I don't even know what to ask for on this roll. God. This is taking forever to load. There we go. Oh, Arcana. Arcana would be all right. And the first attempt didn't work super well. In fact, let me roll something. You might have ended up with a perfume fog bank right in the middle of camp.
That's when the horrors move in.
Ding ding ding.
Oh no, but everybody you ended up fogging nearby, and it kind of wafts back over the camp, and everybody's like, oh, because it's pretty strong.
It's a small
And
fog
start
cloud.
start coughing and hacking and wheezing, and they all give you plenty of room if you want to make another attempt.
I'll, I need to get these bugs out because this poor
Yep.
man's been working his way up.
Okay, well then the second attempt you can roll the same Arcana with advantage.
Well, I'm glad there's advantage of that.
Son of a bitch! I wish I didn't say that.
Oh, there's-
Oh,
God damn it! Where's the bad jokes?
You are one.
Ken, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. You drop this thing right on top of your head, and you are choking and gasping and wheezing so bad it's not funny. Yeah, you survived. You needed 10 or more, but you're on your hands and knees, basically crawling as fast as you can out of this fog cloud because you really can't breathe. And and your eyes are streaming and your nose is running, and it's kind of like tear gas if you knew what that was. And everybody in the entire camp moves even further back.
Ugh.
Holy cow, you hear a lot of people, what is that idiot doing?
Brought the prostitute.
Oh. One more attempt.
Let me
I don't know those guys.
let me
Yeah,
let me catch my breath.
it's Larry, Curly, and Mo out there.
All right, I know this will work. I need a bad joke to make it work, but I'm gonna try without.
I've seen it on Home Improvement.
With advantage, because you've now done it twice. All right, there you go. Jeez.
I'm glad we're not in a fight.
We'll get these out. All right, so you managed to fumigate his silks. You don't see any of the weevils moving anymore, so maybe. And by now, your charm person is worn off, and oh my, what happened to me? Oh, my cargo. What about my cargo? Did you try to fix it?
Okay. Hold on. I still gotta catch my breath. In my time spent in my life, I've come across this problem once before, slightly different, and I had to find the right mixture to get these bugs killed. But yes, your shipment should be saved by now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I got to do something for you. Let me at least buy you a beer or something tonight just to wash that away. And beers are on me for the rest of the trip if you saved my cargo.
Bye for my friends. I need to drink water right now because I'm dehydrated.
Sure enough, by now everybody hears and they're coming back. Some people are cheering. Some people are looking at you strangely. They now know you're spellcaster. I think they sort of knew that. and then
They didn't know that from me using a healing spell on somebody
yeah, it's
else.
a healing spell. Well, not everybody was there, if you remember.
Yeah, well, now they all know not to fuck with me.
Yeah. Mr. Verther basically says, well, I'll buy a round for everybody and appreciate everybody's patience as we work, as my friend here worked through fixing my cargo. And so he buys a round for everybody.
I'd like to yell over. Holy shit, he's a spellcaster?
Yeah. All right. So all the hubbub dies down and you settle in for the evening. One of the things that that you hear as you're talking around campfires that just a few days travel, 3 or 4 days travel north of Baldur's Gate brings the caravan into a countryside known as the Fields of the Dead. The caravan road twists and wanders through a lot of hills and a lot of ancient battlefields, barrow mounds. Not a good place. So the caravan leaders warn you that tomorrow night we'll be staying at an inn, but then after that we will be entering this this Fields of the Dead, and very bad idea to have light whatsoever at night, and so there will be no fires, no torches, no anything to bring the dead into the convoy. So you hear lots of talk and lots of fear, quite frankly, of getting through the Fields of the Dead. Many caravans have struggled in there and been disappeared entirely. All right, let me and if anybody doesn't have any other things, Ken, you can get your spells back because you do get a long rest. And nothing happens overnight, so it is now morning unless somebody wanted to bring anything up. Oh, wait a minute, before we do that, Mr. Belrim, after it all settles down, I'm assuming you come out and chat with the caravan folks?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna actually ask Shikamaru if he can find me some clothes.
Yeah, that's what I've been working on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like floral print.
I'll wear anything as long as it's not a dress. Just please.
Funny you say that. I have a dress, and not for the reason you think.
All right,
I look at my backpack, by the
Shikamaru,
way. He's human,
you
right?
do find what's that?
He's human, right?
Belrim,
yeah.
you're human.
Yes.
Yeah, why don't you describe your character to us? Did he
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that? I don't
Well,
remember.
all I know is he had a head.
Right?
Human?
Okay, I'll describe my character to you for a bit. I'm a hill dwarf. I have a 12-inch dong.
Okay.
As you guys got that after you dragged me out though, and you couldn't miss it. I promise. I'm like 3 feet tall. I also I
What's wrong
have
with him?
yeah,
He's gonna have some serious heart problems.
dude. You don't understand the half of it. And yeah, that's me.
What is he?
I have this spell called Mending. We can
Ildor?
we can give you a penis reduction in no time.
You
I
say
think that's how it
Gildor?
works.
That's how-
Ildorf, right?
Yes,
what you said?
hill dwarf.
Yeah, get him a empty bottle of bourbon and a couple of friggin'
Well,
leather straps. Pop it over him. He'll be fine. He'll be like he's at home.
Daru, your merchant is a dwarf. Maybe he's got some trousers and a shirt he can give the man at least.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my common clothes that I have in my bag and just tear off the bottoms of the legs and let him walk around in human clothes. I'm gonna give him my common clothes. Let him walk around in human clothes that are just like the Incredible Hulk because he's too bulky and big for them.
Look, your new name is Lil Bell now.
Yeah,
Little bell. All right. So
because I
So-
think that would be much funnier looking than actually getting him real clothes for himself.
Mr. Blink, your men's spell is going to probably be needed by the time he's done,
Yeah.
quote unquote, fitting Belrim.
boy.
Yeah,
with some
so-
clothes.
shoot.
So there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna give him my common clothes and just make him sort all that out and make him look really goofy looking.
Do my common clothes count for any armor points or not?
None. None.
But you're not naked anymore, or
Where do
Token.
I add those in?
uh,
Just like
Yeah,
My
I
character.
wouldn't worry about them.
Yeah.
Just yet.
all right.
oh shit, that's not what I want to do.
There you go, Little Bell. How do you feel now that you're clothed?
A little bit less cold, but I'm still really hungry. If you guys can spare some food and some
Jesus.
water as well.
If it's not one thing, it's another with this guy.
Oh, hey, Mr. Blink. I didn't see you there.
I'm
Sorry.
sorry. I'm sorry that I have to drink. My bad. I'm gonna say that to him.
Well,
real
we
quick.
already gave you some drink. How much more did you drink? You're like,
half
you're like
bag.
tiny.
It takes a lot of water to maintain the stature. I promise.
I walk.
Well, look, there's a river right behind us. Go dump your head in it, and we'll figure out some food for you. How's that sound?
I can't swim, so that's a little risky.
I said
Yeah.
dump your head in
Don't
it, not
fall in.
dive in.
Yeah, but there's always a.
Don't fall in.
He misses. He just sprints over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I roll a saving throw to not fall
What are
in
you
the river?
doing?
No, you don't need to roll a saving
Just
throw.
put
You
your
can
head
get
in
some,
and drink.
you can get some water.
If I remember the map
Daruz,
correctly, we're gonna have a problem here because aren't we going up along the ocean, not a river?
No, we are not.
We'll deal with that when we figure out microbiotics.
All right. He gets a drink of water. Remember that Mr. Daruz, benefactor there, bought the entire caravan some ale,
Hey.
and Belram can get some food from Bayed, the ale merchant.
His food ain't bad either.
I'm
Save that for
gonna
my roll, by the way.
I'm gonna give my ale to Shikamaru for helping me out so much.
Hey, thank you.
Hey.
But here, you keep it. You're gonna need it to regain your strength. I do appreciate the offer, though.
All right,
It is noted.
all right.
You said who had food? Because I know I have food for us.
Oh,
but
you
we're
all
gonna need
have
more
food.
for little
Everybody gets
Bella.
food.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I have plenty of rotations.
All right, so I'm gonna go over to the ale merchant, I guess, and ask Shikamaru to buy me some food.
No, it's on the house.
All the food is.
The ale is, the food is not.
Right.
Oh,
Hey,
I'm gonna be like,
Shikamaru.
oh my god, what did I inherit? Okay, so I'm gonna hand you 5 gold.
Okay.
That's going to be plenty to keep you eating for
Yeah.
a while. That's about a week's wages.
Damn, really?
I'm like, do not tell anyone that I gave this to you, okay?
Okay.
All right, Belram, you get a good meal. Looking at you like, because you still have Oathbreaker tattooed across your forehead, and you're wearing, well, let's just say they're not fitted for a dwarf close. So you look in some ways worse than you did when you were around naked with your 2-inch dong dangling in the grass.
DM never lies.
Roll.
Nose dives.
I need you to roll. I need you to roll for dong size.
One
Make
out
it
of
a-
two.
I'm actually
roll
gonna
it-
do that. How do I
Roll,
roll?
roll a d4 for dong size.
Oh shit. I just re-
Oh yes, even better. Oh my god!
Stop. You're going to
Was it
kill him.
getting cold out?
Okay, so 3 inches long, 2 centimeters wide, and 4 centimeters
This
deep.
is our
Okay, got it.
tank?
shit.
Oh my god.
Okay, so we're gonna call him Short Dong Belram.
Little
Okay.
Bellroom makes a lot more sense now.
Wow. Anyways, yes, prophetic DMing right there. Everybody's looking at you like, who are you and why are you here?
All right.
And not all of these stares are welcome.
All right. I'm gonna sit everybody down. I'm gonna have a chat with them or about what happened.
So you're gonna stand up by the campfire where everybody's eating and drinking and tell a story?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear it.
So my name is Belroom. And I'm here because I didn't follow my betrothed. She was a part of a bad guy cult. And not cult, but yeah. And shit. I'm gonna leave it at that. Just yeah.
So you got your heart broken, so you got buried. That's interesting.
Yeah. It's a long story. Well, I'll tell it to you on the road. How about that?
But
On the
how did you
But
get
we're on the road.
how yeah, what's this Oathbreaker stuff?
So
Why do you
I made an oath to marry her, but her her family tried to make me commit heinous acts of murder, and instead of
Whoa.
complying, I left her. But they caught up to me, and she convinced them not to kill me, but to tattoo it on my face and bury me in the road.
Oh, look, there's nothing a little water and spit can't, or a little bit of rag and spit can't get rid of. Just let me scrub that off there.
I'm gonna back up a couple of pages.
Hey, now.
No. No, let him
What
do
was
it. Let him do it. He's really good with his hands when it comes to fixing sword.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
hurt
can vouch for
things.
that.
He
They-
is really good. You should let him take care of this.
I
But
will.
be
And I
careful,
slowly
'cause
like
they-
put my hand out and tweak my fingers.
I find
Oh.
are there any bards anywhere around here so I could play some like slow cheesy porn music?
no,
Oh my god.
no, but Belram, you notice that his hands smell a little bit like ass.
I'm gonna
You haven't
back up
washed your hands yet?
No, I've washed them. They just don't go away.
Yeah, he backs up again.
It's more like the memory, maybe, buddy.
Okay, so Belram,
Oh damn spot.
May I ask this lady's name that was so terrible to you?
No.
I thought it was the family that was terrible. And
The lady was wonderful, but I'm not going to disclose her name for privacy reasons. Her family was the one that was bad to me, though.
uh-huh.
What was
And
the
I'm
family
tapping
name?
my finger on my mouth. You said they were a part of a cult? What kind?
I can't disclose that to you right now.
Hey, bro, if we're gonna be on a fucking caravan together for the next month and a half, maybe we should be a little bit more open about ourselves.
Let me give you let me have a long rest here. Shit, that was my chair. Let's let me have a long rest here, and,
Look,
and
we're
I'll
not
ask
trying
you
to like
questions.
steamroll you here. We're just asking, about your life. What are you, a mass murderer or something?
Depends
Yeah,
on
we're
who
just
you
trying to
ask.
figure out who we just brought
Define
into.
mass.
More
Yeah.
than two.
Shh! Shut up, Mr. Blink. You need to stop that right now.
Guess that makes us all mass murderers.
Shut up, Mr. Blink!
everybody's looking at you, Mr. Blink, with of course you've been
What?
drinking, so
I'm just gonna go up slowly to him and just say it depends on who you ask.
You were all thinking it.
okay, so Mr. Belram, you nation. Not too many people I don't think they're buying it yet, but they're not as hostile as they were before, but they're certainly not very friendly. And but you do you're still obviously weak, and you do get an offer from Chica Maru's Eldhelri, the female moon elf, to ride on the back of her cart until you're well, or until the next town.
I'm gonna say thank you. I really appreciate it. You look mighty fine this evening as well, by the way.
She gives you a look of disdain and just kind of walks away.
It says,
She doesn't.
"Thank you."
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. I don't think your charisma's high enough to make a.
I think I should
roll.
roll on that one actually.
Oh, please do.
Oh,
How do I-
do
how do I
not roll
roll
on
for
that.
Come on,
How do
DM.
I roll
The
for
whole game
charisma?
is rolling. Come on, let him roll.
Oh my god!
How do I
Okay,
roll?
the
Roll
little
what are you trying to
bar
roll?
So,
on the left
under your-
top screen.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, okay.
What are you trying to
I-
roll?
Charisma.
Are you wanting to?
Are you?
It's
are you-
depending on what you want to do. Is what you're
It's-
really trying to
yeah.
do.
I'm trying to
You're
get her
calling
to
her,
join
so
me in
you're-
the back of the wagon.
Okay.
So you're trying to do persuasion then?
Yeah.
You're trying to persuade her to make you feel better about your, what was it, 3x2x4?
Yeah.
So
Apparently, it's in a box.
can you just click on persuasion or no?
Yeah, you
I
just
clicked
click the
on
word
the,
persuasion.
the dice roller.
No, click skills on your character sheet and click the word persuasion,
Okay, one sec.
like in the skills section,
Okay. Oh, that's how you do it.
So you do it like that.
and then it gives
Can
you your
you-
bonus and
And,
everything.
and your chick just got stolen.
One sec.
No. No, like I say, she's
Shit.
That's with disadvantage.
You want to
Uh,
make sure that disadvantage is off.
At the top where it says roll, and then it says normal, advantage, disadvantage, and plus and minus under your experience points.
To my experience point.
Yeah, you see where it says
Yeah,
roll?
yes.
Make sure it's normal is green.
Okay.
Yeah, it ain't happening. I could see the 2 rolls, and the other one was a 17, which is not bad. She gives you a smirk, but it ain't happening.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
I'm making my way in there though, boy.
Just a heads up, since he rolled disadvantage on the first one, he actually rolled a
Yeah.
17 on his first roll.
I saw it.
That's not enough. What the hell?
No,
Picky ass woman.
You needed a 37 for that.
Something
Hey,
like that, yeah.
sometimes
You want a
it depends
10?
on situations. A lot of the time, it can be just how the character is,
Okay.
You want a 10, you got to roll a 20, bro.
especially if they're already not like
Save that for your roll,
Necessar-
Jeff.
And if you want a 10 of a different species, you got to roll a 30.
Right?
All right.
Unless
Well,
they're
I'm
into
just gonna slowly meander my way back into the cart. Go to sleep. This counts as a long rest, right?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna set up shifts with the guards that I'm working with.
All right. All right. So you can set up shifts just fine. The cultists set up shifts, and this will be true of every night. The cultists set up shifts amongst themselves, amongst the 9 of them and their carts. It looks like the 3 that are acting like guards are pretending like they're not associated with the other guards, but you do see them talk. But they talk to, they're talking to everybody, but they don't go over and join them. In fact, the one that's with you, Shikamaru, is, acting like he's part of this group, and he is for all intents and purposes. You just know
The cultist
notice-
group, he's
Yeah.
acting part of. Okay.
No, he's acting like part of your group.
Oh, okay.
But this is a cultist because you saw them come through town. I'll remind the group that you saw them come through town with a curtained palanquin, that somebody can ride in, that's carried on the backs of people. And you were able to get a glimpse of Resmir inside there. So you know that this is the caravan group, and you saw them hire on. So you're keeping an eye on them. So you know which 12 people in this caravan are guards, are cultists and or guards for them. But they don't, so the 9 that are associated with the wagons, 2 guards and a driver each, they set up, a rotation amongst themselves to keep watch during the night. And it looks like most of the other wagons, the guards have discussed and kind of set up a rotation where they're all sharing it. And basically it works out to about every other night. Somebody has to take a 2-hour guard shift. And that includes you. It includes basically all of you, Frieza, Daru, Mr. Blink. And the rotation by the commander of the caravan basically is set up so that every other night you guys have to take a couple-hour watch. But most, that's pretty cool actually, because the other nights you get a full night's sleep. All right, and nothing happens. I already rolled day 3, and nothing happens during the day either. But towards the end of the day, you roll into a small, I'll call it village, with a like trading post kind of compound. Call it like a barracks more than an inn. It is sort of an inn, but it's not a great inn. You're going to get very common food, a lot of stew and that kind of stuff, probably ale. But it is a small town, and they have small trading posts there.
All right.
And with that, give me 2 minutes. I need to take a quick bio.
So does my dog, ironically. I'll be right back.
Yeah, give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Real quick. So did I wake up yet, or what?
Well, we're
Yeah,
not in the game
whenever
yet,
you're
so-
done resting,
Okay.
it was
Can
kind
I-
of a
Gotcha.
progressive story,
I'm gonna
quick jump.
I'm gonna pray for like 20 minutes after my rest.
Okay, you realize it's been 3 days later already, right?
Oh shit, really? Well, I still prayed.
It's
Whatever.
irrelevant. It's
I just wanted
It's
to
ki-
make sure.
yeah, that's
I just
fine.
need to make sure I said that. Like, yeah, it makes a difference for me.
Yeah,
He's-
no, it's
he-
fine.
he's had a rest. He said we only missed 2 hours of our rests.
Mhm. I
every
only
day
need
anyway.
6 hours for a full sleep anyway.
Yeah,
so
that's what I mean. Like,
good.
so even if he missed, one of the days to reset his spells, he could have, woken up this morning.
Oh yeah.
So
I just wanted to make sure. Like,
He had to pray to his deity. That was out of character, by the way.
ah,
I know, right? I noticed there was 5 people watching while we were doing the whole dick
right?
fucking shit.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
No worries, man.
One of the things about this diet is I'm supposed to drink a shitload of water, which helps
It's good for you.
stave off some of the hunger pains, but
It- Is a
makes you
shitload
pee a lot.
more or less than a fuck ton?
It is probably less. A fuck ton's a whole lot.
Okay.
yo, Sham, I just want to make sure I don't have to prepare cantrips, right?
You don't,
You don't
prepare
have to
any
what?
spells.
I do
Refre-
have to
like
prepare. Spell.
replenish. Oh, prepare.
No, prepare. Yeah. I don't think I have to prepare cantrips.
No,
I just want to make sure. that.
Cantrips
I
is
don't-
just something you can cast all the time.
Okay, I was just making sure.
And you can't change them, so whatever ones you picked they're
Hmm.
there.
No, yeah, I know. I was just making sure. All right. So are we in the town now, or what?
We're waiting for
our
Joe to get.
yeah, we're waiting for our DM to.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick.
I'm-
It'll
I'm-
take
I'm
like 30
back.
seconds.
Or I'm back, and we are in town. So, and when I say town, we're talking 14 huts, a trading post, and a barracks. Basically, it's a caravan stop. That's pretty much its sole purpose. It does, however, have a blacksmith that can and a wheelwright that can fix wagons and such.
You said blacksmith.
I did.
Okay.
Back.
So
I'm back.
I'm gonna whisper over to Shikamaru. Do you mind if we talk in private for a few minutes?
Sure.
All right. I'm just gonna meander over here. So if we're talking in private, should we hop into a different thing or?
Nah.
We
Yeah, okay,
haven't
so-
been.
Yeah.
But
the
if
thing
it's
is-
super private, then that you don't want anybody else in the group to know, then that's fine.
It's not really that.
They're
it's
pretty good
just-
about.
just role play wise, but okay.
Right.
If they're good about it, it shouldn't matter.
They're good about not using their player knowledge with their
Character
character
knowledge.
knowledge.
Okay.
Correct.
I'm gonna ask Shikamaru if I can. Can I ask you some questions?
Sure. What
All right.
What do you
I'm
want?
gonna cast Zone of Truth on around him.
Are you casting it first, or are you asking him and telling him what you're doing?
I'm gonna tell him that I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth on him because he's gonna know.
On
anyways.
you're asking me to cast that on me?
No. I'm gonna tell
You're
you.
just
I'm gonna
gonna
cast
do
Zone of
it.
Truth on you before I ask you questions. Is that okay?
No.
Okay. Well,
What is this? Germany in the 30s?
Show me your
Shit.
papers.
Why would you want to ask? Why would you want to cast Stone of Truth on me?
so that I can know if I can trust you.
Because he wants to know how big it really is.
Hey, how come we're up to 12 people now?
It won't. You won't make you tell the truth, but it'll make you tell the truth. But you don't have to answer the questions if you don't want to,
Why don't you just ask me the question that you want to ask me?
because I don't trust you.
Well, I don't trust you, so how am I supposed to believe that you are doing what you're saying you're doing?
Because you can see me casting Zone of Truth. Wait, never mind.
This is simple. This is simple. Frieza, are you
Hold on.
up yet?
I was gonna say, Joe, we're not over here. They're talking by themselves.
Yeah.
They're off in
Oh,
private.
This is
shit.
a-
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, it's a private conversation.
Gotcha.
I don't know if you just got back.
He just got back. He
Just
missed the part
got
where
back.
they were discussing that.
Hmm.
I was gonna tell Freeze to cut his head off.
So I'm gonna cast it anyways.
Okay, so how does it work?
It's just takes an action,
Like-
and it's 15-foot radius
If
from
you-
the
Yes,
center.
but
you click
do
the
I
spell,
get a
it'll-
saving throw?
Yeah, you get a saving throw. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
If you click the spell, it'll link what it does, and then everybody can just sort out what they do.
Yeah,
How do I click?
just
Wait,
click on the spell.
Click on the
It-
name of the spell.
I am.
Close off your editing icon. So
Okay.
hit the yellow pencil and turn it off.
I'm still new at this. I'm trying to
all good.
figure this out. So
That's
Uh,
part of learning.
where might that yellow pencil be?
Top of the character
top.
sheet above
Oh, there-
inspiration.
Okay, there we go.
There you go. See, now it tells everybody what it does and what they have to do.
See, now I know exactly what I need to roll.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
You don't need to cast it on
Ah, I
him.
don't. Oh, okay.
I don't need to cast
By
it
the
on-
way, Belram, you don't need to cast it on him. You cast it on yourself, basically.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I can cast it in. It doesn't. It's a center point of my choice, so I
Yeah.
can
But yeah,
cast it.
But it's
where
I'm
he is.
I still need to make a saving throw to resist the effect because I'm not accepting it willingly.
Yeah.
But I still failed.
Yeah.
But you're aware of it. So
But
you're
you're-
aware that he's walked you into and so
Oh yeah, because he
first
did ask me.
He did, and he didn't cast it on you. He cast it right over himself. So two things that you now know. You know that he's a caster and a cleric.
Hey, I have a cleric scroll. Do I get advantage if I know that he was going to cast that to roll against that,
No.
or that I'm doing it unwillingly after he's asked me? No. Okay, that's
Nope.
fine.
On a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius.
So I'm gonna ask him. Do you wait? Real quick, out of character, Sham. What's the cultist group called again?
The cult of
The
Total. Go ahead.
cult of the dragons.
All right, I'm gonna ask him. Are you a part of the cult of the dragon, Mr. Shikamaru?
Wow, that's a pretty long distance. For now, I'll answer his questions. No.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. I can. Are you fighting against them? Wait. Is it? And nobody can speak a deliberate lie. Or it doesn't
nobody can
include me,
speak a deliberate lie inside the zone, including you,
Right.
by the way.
including
Yeah.
me.
But
Okay.
I can choose to not answer, right?
Yeah, you
You
can.
can
Yeah, you
choose
can.
to-
Here, you can ask me questions if you want.
Are you fighting the dragon cult?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes. Oh, I like that, sir. Then yes, I'm also fighting the dragon cult.
All right.
Okay.
See, I
Any-
know I wasn't supposed. Okay. Anyways. All right. What about your friends over there? What about them?
They are my friends.
He speaks the truth.
He's okay. But are they fighting the dragon cult as well with you?
They are my friends. I don't know all of their motives, but they have been with me.
You've been with them? Okay.
No,
I'm
they've
not-
been with
I'm
me.
not. I'm not gonna judge you, Mr. Shikamaru. You can be into whatever you want.
Oh, you have no idea, little dwarf.
Shikamaru, would you like to ask him question for question?
Yeah. So why? Who's the girl that caused you to have this oathbreaker on your head?
Oh, I made that shit up.
Okay, so why do you have oathbreaker on your head?
I think it's my turn to ask you a question now, Mr. Shikamaru.
You've
No, you
asked me
asked-
like 6 questions.
asked-
Okay,
so-
fair enough.
Yes,
Fair
okay.
enough. Fair enough. I was infiltrating the cult of the dragon, and they found out. I'm working with. Well, I'll leave it at that. Actually,
You were infiltrating the cult of the dragon, and they found out.
yeah.
Do
and
these here recognize you? Would these cultists here?
I-
do they
I
look?
don't- I don't believe so.
Do you know?
I
Wait, he would he know that they're cultists? Only we know because
No,
he wasn't
no,
here
he
when
does not.
he
He
didn't
does
see them
not
go.
know that.
Okay, so then yeah, he wouldn't know that. So I'm not going to ask that question. I'm going to say, the oathbreaker on your helmet or on your head, is that you said it was tattooed? Is there any way to get that off? It's kind
not
of a-
tattooed.
Huh?
It's not tattoo.
It's
it's
not
ink.
a tattoo. Oh, it's just ink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
well
so we
then
can just
we
wash
can
that
wash
off
that
then.
off later. Good. because that's kind of a distraction.
Yeah.
It'll bring unwanted attention if we keep that on there just for randomness.
Yeah. Though it would be pretty funny if we kept it on. But anyways, that's besides the point.
Do you know anything about the Dragon Cult? Like,
I was
why were you trying to infiltrate them? Like, were you looking for some information?
I was really quick, Sham, can you look at the message I sent you?
Yep.
Just I forgot that again.
Oh, Harper's.
Harper's, all right. I was I was undercover with the Harper's. You've probably heard of us. The worst well kept secret. Well, not well kept, but yeah.
And you guys know he was a Harper when you pulled him out of the ground because you saw that he had a Harper tattoo on his shoulder.
Yeah, you can see that from my tattoo. By the way, how long has it been since we've been asking questions, like in game?
Yeah, about in game, 2-3 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I was infiltrating them with the whole with the whole Harpers. I can't speak right now. Sorry. So yeah,
They captured you.
Nice.
they captured me and
What happened to the rest?
they
Were you the only one being infiltrating?
no, I was not the only one. There were others.
What happened
But
to the
they
others?
they were killed.
It's not. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna break down crying real quick.
Okay.
There. It'll be okay. I pat his little dwarf head.
Give him an ass massage. He'll feel a lot better after that.
I'll turn around for that one.
Oh Jesus! You're giving people the wrong idea. Stop it.
All right.
Do you have any other questions?
No. I would like if you could keep this between us, though.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
But you can
Okay.
trust those guys over there too.
I thought you said you didn't
That
know
one.
their motives.
I don't know what everybody. I still don't know what your motives are. Do you plan on still going after the Dragon Cult?
Oh hell yes. I'm gonna say it
Okay.
in those words exactly.
All right. Well, if you stick with us, we might be able to benefit each other.
There's only one issue with that is that I don't have any gear. I'm not gonna be able to help you guys that much unless
Well,
you
right-
can
right
hit
now
me
you
up with some
can't.
stuff.
We'll see what we can do in the future. We got a long trip ahead of us, so I think we're headed towards a town anyway. So we'll see what we can find.
I think we're in the town right now.
We are.
You
I
are in the town.
mean, we can find some stuff in town, maybe.
Okay. We'll just leave it at that and let's just head back to the group. That
Okay.
was very amateur role playing. I apologize.
Dude, it's all good, man. There's no
That
such thing
was
as
not
bad
bad.
It takes
role-playing.
practice. It takes practice.
There's no such
That's
thing as
not
bad
bad.
role playing in this group.
No,
Okay.
we're all learning. Okay, so as you're in town, like I said, there's a barracks. It's up to your employer to basically arrange rooms for you, and a common meal. You can upgrade the meal if you like. It's not much of an upgrade, so I probably wouldn't worry about that. It's basically ale, stew, and some hard rolls. There is, like I say, a blacksmith and a wheelwright, kind of a wagon, call it mechanic shop, and a stable of horses and such. And then there's a small trading post.
Ooh, trading post, you say?
I do.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up to the trading post and see what they have.
Well, the trading post has basically all the things you would need for the road. It has food, dried food, and jerky, and iron rations, and those kind of things. Rope has almost all of the things you might find in a dungeoneering backpack. It also has some clothing, some blankets, and probably most importantly, it has a couple of suits of leather armor
Okay.
and a few weapons for sale.
Kind of weapons.
Looks like there's a couple of swords, a couple of maces, a couple of hammers,
Any
a
kind
couple of daggers,
bows.
and a couple of daggers, no bows.
God, why do you hate me, Sham? Okay. I'm
Is
gonna
your
be
bow
like, yo,
broken?
no, I want a better one. I'm gonna be like, Belle, come here.
I'm gonna go up with him.
And we're like, you don't mind if I call you Bell, right? Right, Bell? Okay, cool, Bell.
Alright,
We got some weapons here.
Do they have shields by chance, Sham?
Yes, they do.
I'm gonna tell them. I see that they have weapons. Do you mind purchasing me a shield and a mace?
And some leather armor, perhaps.
You said that there was a blacksmith in town, though, right?
Yeah, that specializes in fixing wagons. He doesn't
Mhm.
make armor.
Oh, okay, and perhaps some leather armor as well, and maybe some clothes that actually fit me.
And
Jeez, you're a wanting one.
and a backpack and maybe the normal dungeoneering equipment.
How
Yeah,
much is that gonna cost?
At this place, probably about 20 gold.
Oh,
I'll rub your ass if you give me some. If you buy it for me.
Look, what you may have heard from the group is some crazy shit, but I like women. All right, let's get that clear, little guy. I like women.
You don't like small midgets that are extremely buff?
No, you're.
Listen,
You know
can
what?
consider it a-
I take a shield and I'm like, boom, and I kind of like hit it against him. Is that big enough for you?
You wouldn't know anything about size, buddy.
Yeah, it's a lot. I have a better idea than you, little short round.
Shit.
And I take a mace and I'm like, here. What about this? Or do you like a sword?
I prefer the mace.
I was gonna say the mace or the hammer.
Yeah.
Can't remember which one you picked, but
I
Alright, so I'm
pick
gonna-
the mace.
Can I haggle with the trader?
yes, you can.
Okay.
So what exactly are you putting in front of him? You're putting a mace, leather, a shield,
Yeah.
a backpack.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Yep, that's fine. A backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then kind of the normal some iron
Basically his
rats,
starter
clothes.
gear. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so the trading post guy looks at that and says 35 gold.
How about 20?
I could see my way fit to doing 30.
We've really been traveling a lot and I haven't been paid yet. So I still have to have money to go on the road. How about 25?
Make it 28 and you have a deal.
All right.
All right. So 28 gold plus 5 gold that you've given him, so 33.
I've already
gold
taken
is
the
what-
5 gold, yeah.
Yeah, that's what he owed. That's what he
Yeah.
owed you. All right, so you now have leather, a shield, a mace, a backpack with normal dungeoneering equipment, and some rations.
All right, feels good, man. Thank you, Mr. Shikamaru. I appreciate it. I'll follow you wherever you need me to go, as long as it's
Oh,
against the cult.
well, you don't believe a word he
I
says.
like my own cleric. That sounds like a good idea.
Fraser,
There
there is more than ale at this bar. They have some homebrew moonshine
Hey now.
if you choose to try some of it.
Oh, I don't really need to try it. We can just buy it.
Okay. It'll also work as a Molotov cocktail too, if you wish.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do they sell these things in for? 750 milliliters.
Yeah, clay mason jars, something like that.
Yeah, can I take maybe? How much room do you think I could squeeze onto the or hide in the wagon that I'm with? Think I can sneak 2 or 3 in there?
Easily.
past customs.
Pretty
Easily.
much, yeah.
I mean, you just kind of stick them in a sack and attach it to the bottom of your backpack, and then you put your backpack on the back of the wagon. Yeah, you can do something like that.
Yeah, all right, so we'll grab 3 of those guys.
All right. That's they want a gold each for them.
What?
I mean, this is hard liquor. This is a quart of pure spirits.
It's literally highway robbery.
Well,
Yeah, You know, okay, I'm oddly okay with that.
All right. Because, there's, you can always go to the next bar down the road if you wish. It's only 60 or 70 miles.
You know, I have plenty of gold.
I'll remember that when we're saving you from fucking dragons, asshole.
Hmm. As your friend here seems intoxicated. Maybe he better be cut off for the evening.
He gets touchy,
Hmm.
touchy feeling. Send him towards the door.
He's from New Jersey.
Okay, fellas. So you spend the night. Does anybody else need anything to do? This will be the last town for a while.
I want to speak with my wagon lady. I have
Okay.
her. Edarellery. I can't say it.
Ed Helry.
Ed Hellery. I would like to speak to her and see if we can kind of use. She doesn't have to pay him as much as she's paying the other guys, but I would like to see if we can hire him as part of our little bandwagon. I know she said he could stay there, but I want to try and get him some work so he can earn some gold while he's with us.
Okay. She's not super willing to pay any more for guards, but she's willing. She says guards fall or leave during the road, so he's welcome to ride, on the back of the wagon for free, and eventually somebody will have need on this trip, and he can then be a substitute or an alternate and get hired then.
Sounds like a good idea.
Give me an intelligence check, please.
Just my intelligence.
Yep, just give me a flat intelligence check. Just click on intelligence.
As soon as I find it.
Yeah,
That's the
never
saving
mind.
throw. Not that it matters.
That is the same.
Yeah, that's
It's still
fine.
a 6.
It's still a 6. It doesn't matter.
Oh, sorry, it's an
What
8.
I-
Sorry.
So that's fine. And so that's her answer to you that, he can ride on the wagon or walk along and eventually there'll be an opening in the caravan someplace and he can hire on then.
Sounds good.
Um,
Alright.
While
Any
we're
other
in,
business?
Yeah. While we're in town, I'm gonna kind of walk past where I see the are the cultists grouped together, I'm assuming.
Yeah, they're kind of in the bar.
Yeah.
But they all kind of operate one or occupy one corner of it.
I'm gonna walk past, and as I walk past, I'm gonna say, "The Mother of Dragons prays Tiamat's glory, and when that day comes, all the nations of the world shall tremble before her majesty." And just keep walking past, slowly.
The conversation there stops,
And I just keep walking,
and
just to plant
they're
that
all
idea.
looking at you.
hmm
Okay. You successfully got their attention.
hmm
Okay. All right. So again, in the tavern that night, you hear a lot of talk about the next day and the next few days of the journey being perhaps the toughest part of the entire journey, because the group will be traveling into the land of the dead, basically the fields of the dead. And I said the road is very twisty. It gets narrow at times. There's lots of hills and barrow mounds and ancient battlefields. And it's rumored, you hear lots of rumors about undead roaming the area, and caravans that have disappeared without trace, and no lights whatsoever in the evening for the next few days. So it's going to take several days, and basically the caravan master is requiring a double watch every night and warns everybody to be on their guard.
Real quick, Shane,
Yep.
where do I put in the equipment I got on my sheet?
You and put it in under under your equipment. Let me see. Hold on.
Sorry, I'm taking a while, guys. My bad.
No, we'll get that. We'll do that as we go here.
Okay.
But for some reason my computer is like super slow too. So
Having trouble processing all this awesome.
I suppose. So down there you got leather armor. And then under equipment down towards the bottom of your sheet, you can go in and add. And you can put your weapon in first so that in theory you should be able to just click on your weapon and swing it and do damage.
Where is equipment? There's miscellaneous notes, backstory, appearance.
Nope, down towards the bottom in the center of your character sheet. Keep going down.
Uh-huh. I'm all the
So
way
right-
down and it says
Under your spells,
backstory.
under your spells,
my
it should
spells,
say
yeah.
armor.
Right
then
under your
equipment.
spells.
Oh, there is equipment. So okay.
Yep. Okay.
How do I add to the equipment? Just
There's a button there that says add.
that. Oh, that's at armor. Never mind. Okay. Oh, okay. I got it. Thanks. So,
Okay.
how do I know what the mace actually does?
If
Like the
you
actuals or...
if you pull it in, and Ken can probably help you better than I can because I haven't done a character.
Remember how you pulled your spells in?
Yeah. Oh, I just pulled in
That
like.
basically that's how you add all your other stuff. You'll search what you're adding. So leather,
Oh, okay. That makes a
armor,
lot of sense.
leather
Thank
armor. You'll drag that onto your character sheet under armor, which is
I
right
think
above
it's just
equipment.
a normal mace, also, right?
And
Or does it have
Correct.
a
yeah,
modifier?
it'd be mace, not mace +1 or anything like that.
Right. Okay. So the next day dawns and everybody is on the road.
Real quick again, I'm dragging it in. It's not doing anything. So
Okay. Are you editing your sheet with the yellow pencil?
yes,
Okay. Did you create a new item?
yes, I clicked add.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's
and,
equipment.
And then did you remove the page from your so you know how did you click that button in the top left corner to remove it from the main page?
Just
Do you
for
have two
mace.
boxes? You have two boxes to the left of where it says
Oh, there.
your name?
Okay. Should I do it? Should I click that?
No, don't click that. Are they there?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
Yeah, they're there.
Okay, so now you searched for, what are you searching for? Armor?
Mace.
Mace?
Yeah.
And you took from items, you took mace, and you're dragging and dropping it onto your character sheet
Yes.
in the spot where it says equipment.
In the spot it says equipment.
And there's like a thing in there.
It just went away. Oh, wait, did it work? No, it just the ad I had for equipment just went away.
Can you guys give me a second so we can get him geared up?
Yep.
I'm very sorry.
No worries, we'll be right back.
Nope. Why don't we take 5 here? Because unfortunately I gotta go to the bathroom again. I'll be right back.
Alright, let me give me 1 second. I gotta mute my sound. Fuck it. People can just listen to us go over this.
Hello?
Hey. Alright, people are just gonna have to hear. Oh, cancel. That's not what I want. Go
Should
ahead
I
and share
share screen?
Yeah, share your screen.
All right, can you see?
So hit add.
Yep. I did. There's like
Okay,
two
so you
there.
have those there. Now drag in the word mace.
Like that.
Uh-huh. And nope, stop.
Should I not have dropped?
Give me a second.
Oh, they're all up here. Okay. That's where they went. They're okay.
Yeah, but they should be you want to
They
hit
should be
modify.
down in equipment.
They should be
What?
in your equipment as well. Oh wait, no, that's because hold on. If I'm not mistaken, that might be because of the fact that you are those are just attacks. Let me see. Yeah, it's just going to be your actual equipment that's going to go in there. So like backpacks, all that shit.
Okay.
Your weapons are all going to go into the offensive section. Yeah.
So I got a backpack and a Dungeoneer's kit, right? Pretty much, or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you do the same thing. You'd search backpack and then
Okay, and then Dungeoneer's kit.
there
You
you
said
go. Yep. And you did your leather armor correctly?
yes, it should be there.
Okay. And
Yeah.
did you have a shield as well?
Mm-hmm.
You bought a shield?
Oh, that's the spell. Yeah, he bought me a shield. Oh, did that go in?
It should go into
shield?
armor.
Okay, it did. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Now, if you bought a shield and you're using the shield, you can only use one-handed weapon, because one hand will have the shield and one hand will have the weapon.
Yeah, and I have mace and shield,
Okay.
which is both one hand.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
no problem, man.
All right.
Back to game.
Yay.
Yay. And of course, I didn't stop the stream, so that's just people are just listening to that shit.
You guys are welcome, stream.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
All right, do we have everyone here?
Yep, and we fixed this issue.
Awesome. Okay, so the next day you get on the road, and about mid-afternoon, as you start, not too long into the morning, you start seeing what everybody was talking about. Gets decidedly creepy out there. The it starts getting kind of foggy, and the animal sounds go away. You see a lot of what look to be just hills and barrows and dales that are just, I don't know, everybody's on edge. It just, you can feel it. Not a great place. And in the mid-afternoon, you come around a bend. And can everybody see the map?
With a mobile, a knight, and a mage.
Mhm.
Yep. No. What did I screw up there? Oops, went the wrong way. Let's try that one. Yeah, I put you on the wrong map. How
It's
about
blacked out.
It is.
Yes.
Hmm. 1 second. Oh, come on.
Oh, I see something now. It's kind of still blacked out a little bit.
Yep.
All right. Thought I'd done that. So as I've got the bottom of the map, you're actually further away than that is right now. But than you are. But up in front of you, you see what looks to be an overturned wagon, and kind of around all of them are the humanoid creatures attacking this wagon. Looks to be somewhere between 2 and 4 humans are underneath the wagon trying to defend themselves, and looks like pretty tall humanoids are all attacking them. In fact, you see them pop on. They look to be hobgoblins attacking this wagon. They don't notice you just yet. Any
Boy.
any immediate actions?
I'm gonna run at them.
Okay.
Cause I ain't no bitch.
Yeah. I'm gonna use let me just make sure.
You get about that far where I moved you. Most of you are off the map here.
How far
so
away would you say we are?
You're probably 150 feet, 120 feet, something from the wagon.
From the wagon, and how far are the
yeah.
hobgoblins from the wagon?
They're on the other side of the wagon from you.
Just a few feet away.
Yeah.
Okay. Um,
So Belram
Alright.
can get as far as he got.
if that's the case, you said I'm 150 feet from the wagon. Let me just double check.
Yeah, you can move 120-ish with no actions. Any further than that, and you're kind of around the corner and can't see him.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just outside of the wagon. Here, make sure I can do this. Just outside the wagon, I'm gonna cast that to the right. Because it's daytime, right? I can see this fine.
Yep.
So off to the right-hand side between the hobgoblins and the wagon,
Okay.
I'm gonna cast that.
Sure. So you don't run up at all.
Oh no, I'm gonna move up 30 feet so that I'm within range of it. Sorry.
Okay. Perfect. All right.
And here, I'll just mark the point from, or no,
Mr. Blink, I see you moved up behind the rock.
Mhm.
All right. That's more than you can. That's all of your turn. Fraser, you've got a little bit more you can move, or you can stay behind the rock as well.
I don't even want to be by the rock. I want to be back on my.
All right. So you're back on your wagon doing
Well,
nothing.
I'm going to say back. I never left.
Yeah.
Because my whole view is like, you got this nice distraction up here that we can go around and let the hobgoblins deal with these people.
Okay.
Oh, have we had a long rest in between this and the town?
Yes. Daru, where are you? You're
well,
back.
You said I'm
Yeah, you're back there.
was 120 feet away.
Yep. Shikamaru, where are you?
After giving orders to the guards, I'm gonna follow up along with as close as I can get, but close to the rock.
That's
So I guess
basically
like
the
right
area.
here.
That's the area I cast Spike Growth in.
Oh, so I'm all up here alone.
Easy, Jeremy.
Well, how far did you get up there?
Pretty fucking far up. I'm allowed to swear, right?
Yeah, no, dude, it's
Okay, I'm just making sure.
no. We could talk about dick size, but not swear.
I didn't know. Okay.
We might offend somebody.
All right. At least a couple of the caravan guards have come up with you as well. And the caravan master is basically directing some of the guards to come forward and asking, get in there and help them. All right. The hobgoblins see you and they start moving your direction. This one goes this way. And now what does Spike Growth do?
Every 5 feet they travel, they take 2d4 piercing damage.
Oh, son of a bitch. So he goes to there.
he already
What,
moved.
100 yards?
What are you talking about?
Well, it's difficult terrain, so he can't move that far anyway. And he's like, oh, let's see, 2d4, huh? And so he took 3 points of damage and stops and starts shouting.
Cursing at his shoes,
Oops, that's not right.
like Yosemite Sam.
And this guy, let's see, they can spot it, right?
It doesn't matter if they spot it or not. They're still.
No, but recognize it before entering it.
Give me 1
So
second. I drew the.
Nope.
Hold on. Let's make sure because I cast it. Is it here? No. Oh shit, my thing's a little too big, so it's.
Are my hit points showing up on the map for you guys, or like they aren't showing up for me? Like on the map, I don't have a little bar up over my head. Is that
The
normal?
the only person not in it right now. Let me just mark.
Okay, sorry.
That's the part where it's from. So the only person not in it right now is the guy in the far back.
Yeah, I think these two back here can step out of it though.
That's fine. Would they still take the damage stepping out of it? Because they're sorry.
I
Yeah.
don't think
Because
so.
they're
They gotta
well. I mean,
walk
they
through.
still have to walk that 5 feet out of it.
I think it's right in the middle of their 5 feet.
Well, that's just their thing. No, they're in the 5 feet. So this is the point we started from, and it's a 20-foot radius. They're in that 5 feet.
Okay. Well, they're all going to move one, figure out what it is.
Okay.
But they all have longbows as well, so they're shooting. So each of them is going to move and stop as soon as they realize that it hurts.
Are you using the same three? No. That's bullshit. You're
What?
using the same 3 damage for each one of them.
No,
How can you keep dropping? Oh, you're rolling their things each time.
something like that.
You're just averaging it, aren't you?
He's an accountant.
It's not fair, man. It's not fair. I killed shit.
Just
It should have one-shot everything.
real math. Quick math.
They all took between 2 and 8 damage. You whiner. And they all stop. And they all have bows. So if you'll just give me just 1 second to pull them up, I will start shooting at the 3 targets that they have in front of them.
Oh, the transformation on the ground is natural. Is camouflage to look natural. Any creature that can't see the area at the time of the spell cast.
All right, so
Before entering it.
each of the hobgoblins, let's see, there are a total of 7. They're going to shoot twice at each caravan guard and 3 times at Belram. So Belram,
What's up?
why can't I click on?
Can I raise my shield?
You can. You've got your shield and leather on. Well, it's like I've got I've got edit on. That's why. Duh. Okay.
Fucking RNG.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so Belram, here's your first shot.
Oh no.
What's your
Oh,
What's
do I have
your
to
armor
roll?
class?
yeah?
My armor class is 13.
So that's a hit.
Is that with your shield?
That's a miss.
That's with my shield.
And that's a miss.
But he's
So
only wearing leather as well.
you took 8 points of damage.
Oh no. Wait, I had my shield up though.
Doesn't
So,
matter.
like,
That
yeah.
just adds to your armor class.
Hmm
okay.
It's all
And
calculated.
The first guard missed. Boy, these guys suck. Got a hit for 5.
Oh.
Second guard got a hit for 9, a crit. Oh boy, this is not going to end well. Oh, nope. Second one missed. Second guard got hit, tagged really hard and is woozy.
Don't run out in the middle of nothing if you're undergeared.
I'm not
Okay.
scared.
Belram
I'll
needs
be
a health
fine.
bar above his head.
Good, good
Belram
advice,
needs to
Mr. Blink.
Belram needs to put health on his character sheet.
Oh, he's never rolled health,
That's
Yeah.
correct.
so you gotta go
Okay.
through that real quick.
So
Okay.
let's see. What is your level 4? You should have 8 and then roll a d8 with advantage 3 more times.
Okay.
So what that really means is roll 2d8 for each of the other levels and take the highest roll.
So I have to roll that 3 times, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna take the 5 on that one.
Yep. So 8 plus 5.
It doesn't
Do that
plus his
again.
Constitution
Oh,
modifier,
plus
right?
7.
Plus
plus
7.
con.
So 12. That's 20.
And plus another 7.
27, and your Constitution
+3.
gives you +3,
So that's +3 per level. So that would be
12 more. So you have 39 hit points.
under geared my ass.
You were
Uh-huh.
a second ago, and I thought you were dead.
would've been pretty
Okay,
funny.
so 39, but it's now 31. So as soon as you put 39 in there, yep, now it's 31 because you just took, and your bar's not showing up. Why is that?
So what are the odds I die here, guys?
Pretty good.
Not very good. We're gonna bombard the shit out of these guys, but you notice how we're all behind the rock.
Yeah, you guys are pussies. You gotta stand up here with me. Come on.
This is how the last fucking
Wait, so-
guy died.
This is
Let me
how
just-
the last guy
Great.
died.
Let me just say something real quick. So is that all of them shooting, or is that just like one of them shooting?
That was all of them shooting an arrow.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I thought it was like one guy shooting 7 arrows. I was like, wait a second. That doesn't
No.
sound right.
I
That's
found
a
the boss.
whole crew of people that can see you.
All right,
No, I can kill
let's,
2 of them right
um,
now.
Just for future reference, Chem, the
Yep.
hobgoblin who wasn't in there, who wasn't in the thing, basically
Yep.
can do a DC saving throw to see if he sees it. It's
He saw it.
wisdom's perception check.
Yep,
against
I
your
saw that.
DC. Okay.
All right, so let's go ahead and do initiatives, please.
How do I roll initiative?
Oh,
Click
I
your-
gotta be.
Click your target. Your whatever the half dead Bellroom marker.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! I finally rolled a crappy roll for initiatives.
All right, I clicked it. Now what?
You go to your character sheet, and at the
Yep.
top center of the center column, above your hit dice and death saves and successes, there's initiative. Just click that.
Mhm.
Mine's like cocked. I don't even know what it is. It's making me sad.
Nice initiatives on the hobgoblins.
So I got all of you. We're good.
Okay.
Okay, so everybody's initiative is Mr. Blink. You are first.
God damn right I am. Okay. Is the one hobgoblin without a health bar, is that dead?
Nope, just another health bar.
Doesn't have a health bar.
On my screen, they all have health bars.
This one right here doesn't.
All right. 1 second.
He looks about 20 out of 20.
On a scale of 1
amazing.
to 76.
It's amazing how much this stuff, some of the stuff is set up, some of it isn't.
All good.
How's that?
He lost his nameplate.
Yeah, it doesn't have either.
Doesn't have a health bar.
He does on my screen.
It's around. I mean, he's got health.
Ah, I see why. There, how's that?
Hey, he's got a name and a health bar.
Nice.
Yeah, he's the captain.
All right, so I'm going to cast Magic Missile.
Okay. Targeted at.
Targeted at the one in the back with the lowest health. This hobgoblin back here.
All right, and you did 4 damage with the first missile.
Okay, what do I have to? Oh, I just hit it again, right?
Yeah, he's dead, by the way.
Five with the second to his partner. to
Which one?
The
To the
other
one to
one
the
in the
right?
back. Yes.
He's still up.
Okay, but the other one's going at him as well.
Nope. Then he's going down. So those 2 are dead.
And I remain where I'm at.
Okay.
So
Bellroom, it is now your turn.
just a afterthought, those spikes are going to be really annoying because they have longbows and we don't. Just so you know. So if I walk in the
Wow.
spikes, I'll take damage, right?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
God damn. All right.
Yeah, Ken kind of put our fighting in like he half the board.
Well, no, don't blame Ken. The DM
It's all
decided to
Ken.
not play by the rules.
It's all Ken's fault.
This is the improv section of the game.
Just
All
saying.
right. Well, I'm gonna Can I move and cast? Is that a thing?
You can move up to, what is it, 60 feet? 30 feet.
I think he's 30 feet.
Yeah, I think you
And
can move
then I can
30.
cast after that, right?
Yep, or you can cast, then move, or move part, cast, and then move again.
Okay. I'm gonna move right over here. See where I'm at there.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm gonna cast okay. Then I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon on this big boy up here. This big boy right here.
Okay.
Do I have to roll for that right now?
Yep.
It's in your attack already.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, you
Wait.
already rolled this hit. Yeah, you critted.
Yeah, because I'm that good.
You may
Holy
want to
cow.
brag.
It's okay.
So which one did you hit again? I'm sorry.
This big boy up here.
The one who
The
wasn't
full
in
health. The one's full
Okay.
health.
You smacked him around, but he's still standing.
I have and then with that, I also have a second attack with it, right? That's a bonus action on your turn. You can move the weapon up to 20 feet and repeat the attack against another creature.
up to 5 feet. Oh,
Up to
within
20
5
feet
up
and then
within
with
5.
with it.
Got it.
So can I move it no feet at all and attack him again?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna do that. Should I roll?
Sure.
Hey, what's your spiritual weapon look like?
It looks like a big ass mace.
It looks like a spectral mace or hammer.
Do I have to roll a d8 for that or just click it again?
You, I think, click it again.
All right.
Son of a bitch.
What? Is that good?
Well, you rolled a 25 to hit, 24. So yeah, stop with the dongs.
What dog?
What?
That's a picture of a duck with a glandular
Mhm.
problem.
All right, that hobgoblin bit the dust as well.
And I moved my guy here, by the way, behind the cart, so I have some cover.
All
Smart.
right. Belram, you are done. Freza, you're still back with the wagons. Are you staying there?
Yeah, at this moment, I'd like to turn to the wagon boss and be like, seeing that I have limited experience guarding wagons, as it were, or at least being on a wagon train and on this road and in this terrain in this area against these type of people, and you're paying me, what would you want me to do here?
She says, go forth and help them.
All right. So I'm going to move from the caravan to the rock after
Yep.
getting
That's-
my
that's-
boss's input there.
Yep. That's about as far as you
I
can
don't want
go.
to be fired
Yeah,
you know.
I get it.
for being undisciplined.
And this could be a distraction, but there's other guards. All right, Sheikh Maru.
Alrighty then. Let's see here. I'm gonna yell out to the guards to drop to the ground, because they're harder to hit when they're laying on the ground.
Okay.
Whether they take that advice or if they're about to run anyways, up to them. And then I am going to let's see here. How far can I move? $70 feet for that, huh? That's pretty far. I'm still within range. All right, I'm going to move to about 15. We're going to move about right there while I'm pulling out my short bow. And we're going to take a shot at this guy.
All right, fire away. Nice hit.
Thank you.
He's still standing, but he's not. He's wobbling.
All right, I'm going to use the rest of my movement to get back over here.
Got it.
And can I do a bonus action hide?
Yep.
Cool. Let me roll that as well. Wherever that is, give me a sec. Or I guess it'd be stealth, right?
Yep.
God awful. Okay.
Yeah, not happening.
All right, that is my turn.
The leader knows where you're at. Let's put it that way.
Right.
Daru.
Where did you move to again? Didn't you move somewhere, or did
He
you not?
stepped out,
moved
shot
out,
him,
and
and
then
then
he moved
ran
back.
back behind the rock.
Mhm.
Oh, pussy.
Yeah, well, when you play like a rogue, you play like a rogue.
I'm muted. I was wondering why he was talking over me. Anyway, so from here to here is how far this goes. So this space is clear, just so everyone knows.
Okay.
Wow, that was a rhyme. And a bad
They
one
don't
at that.
know that, by the way.
I'm telling. Oh yeah, because they don't see it. Well, I'm telling you then.
Okay. So what are you doing?
I'm gonna have to. Shit. All right. Just making sure I can get to this. All right, I'm gonna move up to here.
Okay,
the
go
right
ahead.
thing. Okay. And for this, I guess we'll just use on. Yeah, we'll do it on this guy. Sorry, try pinging that again. This guy. Okay,
Yep.
we're gonna hit with a sling.
Okay. Oh, good hit. He's dead.
You don't know that?
I do. Your crappy roll notwithstanding, he goes down as well.
Yeah.
All right. And is that your movement? That's your turn, correct?
Yeah, I don't have any bonus action things I need to do, so I'm good.
All right. The guards and the merchants are all last. So next is the hobgoblins. They just saw a bunch of their guys fall, but their captain there shouts martial advantage. And or no, that's not it. Leadership is what he was trying to do, right? Hold on. I think I rolled the wrong one.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like anything that would be very useful at this point.
There it is. That's what he's doing. So he utters his special command and gives his buddies plus 1d4 on a die roll somewhere. And so he is going to throw a javelin, and he's going to throw it at the guard that's wounded. And lo and behold, he hits, and this guard goes down.
Blood is on your hands, Bellerin.
Keanu, no!
Why is the blood on my hands? He's the guy that's standing in the open.
And then this one shoots at
You
the
just
other
stood
one,
in front of him
and
like a
this,
true protector.
and this one shoots. Oh, wait a minute. Let me add a 1d4 to that. Let's see if he can. Nope, that still missed. And then the second one uses his long standing still, and he gets a hit. And this guy also goes down. Okay, so underneath the guards underneath there are just they've got spears and they're staying right where they're at, protecting their merchant under there. We go around to next turn. Mr. Blink.
Yes. Let's see here. I'm just gonna do a shit. One second. How far can I move?
You can move, is it 30 or 60 feet, Ken?
Are you moving or are you moving and then doing something, Joe?
Well, I'd like to move to here, so that's 60 feet.
Okay, that's all you'd be doing is just moving.
All right, I'll just move then.
Okay.
All right, is it my turn?
Yep.
I'm gonna run down 30 feet to here, and I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying on this guy. I can do that. Right?
Yeah, they don't have 0 hit points. They have less than 0. You can cast a Cure Light Wounds on them.
No, I don't care about them that much. I'm gonna scratch that one.
No.
What?
The Touch the Living is, they don't actually have, they have 0 hit points, but they're in their death saving thing. Are they like 10 less than
No.
that chap? So then he can use that on them. That's how that works.
Okay.
It's to
Oh, and
bring
it brings
back
them to 0 and
it
it
brings
brings them to 0.
Yes, so they
and
don't have to keep doing
stabilizes
saving
them.
rolls. Yes.
Mhm.
All right,
So-
got it. All right, so he is now stable at 0 hit points.
Okay. Yeah, that's it for me.
Can I remind him of something? This is his first game playing.
Mm-hmm.
You still have a weapon out that on bonus. You still have your spiritual weapon out.
Oh, I do. I
Yeah,
didn't
because
even
you
know
haven't
that.
used you haven't used another concentration spell, right? That's not a, is that a concentration one?
Let's see.
No, it's not even a concentration one. It's you just have it out for a
You
minute.
just Mhm.
Yeah. So basically, you can do a bonus attack with your
Okay. Well,
spiritual
I'm
weapon.
gonna use that bonus attack.
You'd have to
and
move it first.
I'm gonna move him right. Oh, I can only move him. I can move him here, and then this guy's within 5 feet, so I'm gonna attack him with it.
Okay, give me a roll.
8 damage.
Son of a gun. How are you getting such high rolls?
He's been making such bad jokes throughout the week. They're built up.
geez.
It's mad skills, dude. You don't know real skill until you play with Irby.
There you go. All right, you whacked him one. Okay. And then Frieza, you're next.
Oh, stay in character. I'm gonna throw a javelin. So I'm gonna pop
You
up behind
have
this
to.
rock.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get a little closer to do that.
120 feet. $80 feet to the hobo captain.
All right. So which one are you hitting?
Hobo captain.
Okay. Ho. That's a hit as well.
Jump back behind the rock.
All right. You're done? Shikamaru.
Alrighty. Let's see here. We're gonna go. We're gonna come up here by Daru. We're gonna take another shot with my short bow. We're gonna take a shot at that guy right there.
Okay. Let fly.
Nice.
Crit!
Oh. Wow. Right through the throat. And he goes down. That was a great shot.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. And then you're done.
I am done. Yeah, we'll say I'm done.
Daru.
Okay. Just double checking my numbers here. Yes. Yes. Okay. I'll move in here. Okay. And on the Hobgoblin Commander,
Yep.
we're gonna head and Thorn Whip his motherfucking ass.
You missed. But nice try.
Right?
Yeah. You missed. I assume you're done?
Yep, I'm done. That's all I got for now.
All right. The hobgoblins go. One of the hobgoblins shoots its longbow at Shikamaru, who just killed his buddy. And hit.
Yeah.
4 points.
All right.
And the hobgoblin captain basically is Skarud. He throws another javelin at Daru,
And he misses.
and he misses. And then he takes one movement that way and takes his 2d8
Is it 2d8?
or 2d4.
Hold on.
And he took 5. All righty. Let's come back around to Mr. Blink.
Yes. Now. I want to shoot. Oh shit. Of course you're in the way.
Who's in the way? Well, you got guards in the way, not me.
You're kind of in my line of sight here.
What the hell kind of fire thing do you have that's gonna...
That's a long ways, Mr. Blink, but magic missiles, they steer around objects.
I know. I'm just trying not to use them all up at once, but it's probably an opportune time to use it again. All right. So I'm going to cast the first magic missile at the captain.
Okay. All right.
And the second.
Okay. All right. He's still
Jesus.
standing.
And the third. Come on.
Did you just roll 4 1 or 3 1s?
He did. But before that, he
Yeah.
rolled 3 crits on that. Or just about
Yeah.
3 crits on that. Like,
Yeah, RNG. Yeah.
Well, he's a mage. What do you expect? Never mind.
Oh, buddy, that's where you're
Sorcerer.
stepping out of the line.
Oh, that
That's my
hurt.
turn.
All right, Mr. Blink is now done.
Quick question: is my blade still up? My
It
spiritual weapon.
is. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Well, first things first. I'm gonna move over here, and you know what I'm doing
Yeah, you're
On-
gonna
on
spare the dying.
on Kevin. So yeah, and then I'm gonna use my blade. I'm gonna smack this thick boy in the face with it.
Okay.
I need
If
to
you
roll.
keep
though,
rolling the way you're rolling. This guy's wearing plate, by the way. So, interestingly enough,
Well, does that hit?
that does not hit.
That would have been 8 damage. All right, is that all I can do?
That is all you can do.
All right.
Frieza?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw another javelin.
Okay. You can move forward or
Just right. Don't need to move forward. Javelin's got distance.
Does it have 90 feet of distance?
I could throw a javelin 90 feet.
uh-huh. That's only 30
I believe he
yards.
could. Yeah.
All right. You missed.
Darn.
Plus, you got to remember that little
Back to
talk
hiding
that I
Thunderwalk.
had with him way back when, before he slammed me into the wall of the keep. You know,
Hmm.
I don't remember that.
that's because
Right.
you weren't here.
Yeah, I
Before
can
your
tell
time.
that.
All right. Are you done, Frieza?
I am.
Shikamaru.
Alrighty then. So it looks like we're trying to take the captain out. Let's take a shot at him.
All right.
Yeah, right.
You missed.
I'm gonna move. Move here.
All right.
Okay. This
That
time
is
on
my
this
turn.
hobgoblin.
And Rue?
This time on the hobgoblin I just linked to. The only hobgoblin left.
Yeah. What are you doing to him? Oh. that's
Critting,
a hit.
obviously.
That's a crit.
I hope it doesn't kill him because I want to pull him 10 feet.
You can do non-lethal damage. You just state that you're doing
It's gonna
non-lethal
kill him.
damage.
That doesn't
Just
matter.
sit-
No, that's fine. He's gonna die either way. I just wanted to pull him 10 feet across the thorns.
Nice. He's dead.
And I'm gonna move.
Okay.
Just make sure I got this right. Move to there. So you can go on to the next person. I'm just moving myself.
All right. The hobgoblin captain makes a gigantic leap this way. Let's give him a dexterity check. Oh, he failed, so he takes 2d4 damage.
And he gets raped.
And he scrapes his balls off as he tries to jump out and proceeds to bleed to death right there on the edge.
Ugh. You tried so hard. Tried
I
so
did.
hard
I
to
wanted-
cheat
I
his way
wanted
out of
him to
that
get
last
away.
bit of damage.
I wanted him to get away. Because he was going to go get his buddies.
Yep.
All right. So,
I clear the ground.
I'm gonna go retrieve my javelins as the ground's clear.
Ground's cleared. My spell's been removed.
I'm gonna loot.
okay. So most of the rest of the caravan comes up as you're doing all of that, and the merchant, who appears to be a noble, actually,
I was gonna say
Um,
I'm gonna talk to
comes-
them. So go ahead.
yep, comes out from under the wagon with the guards, and oh, thank you so much for saving us. We broke a wagon, and they came, and they've been attacking us for hours. We were able to move the boxes around and create a defensive position, but we're out of arrows. We're just down to spears, and they keep trying to shoot arrows in at us.
Then how
but,
are you out of arrows?
Huh? Because they shot their quivers dry.
Yeah, but they shot more arrows at you.
No, the guards, the merchant guards, sorry, were out of arrows underneath the wagon.
Right.
No.
I'm
Never
talking
mind.
to the guards, and I'm asking,
Yeah,
how
yeah.
are you
He's
out of
talking
arrows
about-
if they're shooting
'Cause-
arrows at you?
They,
It's like
Yeah, they
it's like volleyball. They're just shooting them back.
You
yeah.
are the shittiest guards I've ever heard.
Uh,
Did you ever think of picking up the arrows that were shot at you?
most of them hit the side of the wagon, broke, and were useless.
The
And-
ones that didn't.
The ones that didn't either hit us or went through, pass. They were under good cover. But the draft animals are dead. they've their crossbows, I should say, are empty. They ran out of bolts. And you recognize the hobgoblins as a special savage brand of them called Urshani. And they tend to be wolf oriented. They got wolf's heads or warg heads painted on their shields, and they've got wolf furs and wolf tails and wolf ears in one case, kind of adorning their equipment.
Like equipment, or like their gear equipment?
Their their armor. God, you guys are sickos. You really are.
Yo,
And
Sham.
by the way, they're more than 2 inches long. Okay, just
I've
saying.
heard of
You know
these
what?
guys.
Shut up. Yo, Sham. While these guys are talking to those hoes, can I like loot all of them, like ninja loot?
You
I-
can't
Oh,
if you
really?
want the shit kicked
Oh
out
well,
of
if
you
he's
by the
gonna
rest
try
of
and
the
do
party.
that, I'm
Okay,
gonna
never
go
mind,
loot
never mind,
these
never mind,
guys
never
up
mind.
here.
Never mind. I just want the captain. I just want to loot the captain for the plate armor.
Well, he's not your size.
Frieza, cut his head off.
None of them are your size. They're hobgoblins that are about 7 foot tall, and
What
you
the
are
fuck?
4 foot nothing. So sorry, dude, but
You wear a
not your
boot
size.
as a helmet.
I'm gonna be honest. I would love to see what that looks like.
I'm gonna loot him anyways.
The bottom of the plate mail would drag on the ground. His
That'd be
legs wouldn't
Maybe
even
you can
touch
use
the
one of
ground.
their cod pieces as like a chest plate.
He'd be like a little beetle trying to
It's fucking
move
hilarious.
around,
Everyone has that image in their head now.
like a hamster inside a cowbell.
Don't tip over. It'll be a murderous trying to get you back. All right.
Mm.
Any
Yeah,
any short
not-
swords or scimitars?
They have long bows, javelins, and the leader had a great sword.
Oh, can I have one of the longbows? Are they still intact?
They are. They're actually in nice shape.
Sweet. I'm gonna add
You-
that to my.
You also, but by the way, Belrim, you have wounded people, guards back here that you should be attending to, especially if you want to get in good with the caravan. You know that,
Is
right?
that his game here?
Mr. Good Priest.
That's his game here. All right.
Don't worry, I'll worry about the loots. You go take care of those guys.
Yeah.
I'll pull out my
I'm
bag
here
of
to
holding.
pick pockets.
I'll be right back.
Can I loot them for
Belrim.
gold?
You can.
I'm gonna loot all of them for gold. I'm speedy as fuck.
Okay. So the total of that is found. And are you going to take care of the dying guards?
They come second priority. I already saved their asses.
Uh-huh. They're at 0 hit points. Are you a god of heal, or are you a cleric of
Fine,
healing or
fine. I'll come back over
of
and
life?
I'll prayer of healing. There
Hey,
we
while
go.
he's doing that, I'm gonna go loot everything.
Right? I know. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm looting all these.
Fuck off. Alright, prayer of healing, whatever. Does anybody else need healing? You better get over here quick.
Okay. So the caravan's gathered around as well. There, a couple of them start looking at the merchant's wagon that's broke down in the middle of the road. And basically, you find about between the goblins, they each have a couple of gold and about 10 electrum pieces each. So that's, call it 12 gold and 60 electrum pieces. And the captain has another 10 gold, no electrum, but he also has what look to be 4 potions and a scroll.
Well, yeah.
You tell me that one more time. Sorry, I didn't have my writing.
Sure. The each of the hobgoblins has 2 gold and 10 electrum pieces. The leader has 10 gold, no electrum. The leader has 4 potions and a scroll.
I think you're forgetting about me casting my big boy magic to save the guards.
Prayer of healing, yep. 6 creatures each gain 2d8. Yep, the guards feel much better and are very appreciative.
Yeah. See,
As
you
is
know,
as is the rest of the caravan when they see that the guards are that you brought them back, and they now know, hence the intelligence check a little while ago, that a caster cleric, especially healer caster, would be in great demand. And so the one of those guards was Shikamaru's guard, not, by the way, not the Cult of the Dragon. Not single one of those guards came up to help.
Nice.
So she fires the guard that managed to get killed and wants to hire Belrim.
Nice.
how much do you want to pay me?
5 gold a 10-day.
I'm gonna have to. Wait, are they in the caravan?
Yeah.
She's the one
It's-
that's been helping you.
Shikamaru would be your boss.
Yeah.
She's the one that's been helping you. So
I'll do it if you can match it for Shikar and Maru as well.
Shikamaru is your boss and making more.
Yeah.
Match my gold with Shikamaru's gold per day, and we got a deal.
We can still behead him, right?
Or we could cut your head off and leave you
I
in the
don't know-
field with hobgoblins.
I didn't know millennials were in this game.
I'm gonna walk up to her and be like, look, Belram, you're lucky you're still with us, so you might just take her offer that she, trying to like smooth it over so she doesn't, lose her shit.
Okay, I'll accept that deal then.
It's wise of you to accept that deal.
He's holding off for a management position.
Yeah. She's gonna manage to put her foot up your ass if you keep this up.
Damn, that sounds pretty kinky. Let's fucking.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't.
Let's
It's
roll.
not. It hurts. All right. So
I mean, Shikamaru would know all about sticking the shit up other people's asses, right?
oh, here we
Why
go.
does it always go back to that?
I'm just
By
wondering
the way,
something.
so Ken, you want to talk to the merchant?
Yeah, but I'm just trying to
or-
figure something out.
Yep.
Is Belram trying to join our little group, or is he like trying to
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't know.
So
Keep in mind,
Haven't
this is a
figured
guy
that
we
out
found
yet.
buried in the middle of a road with shit right on his head. I was like, we should
Oh.
leave him. You guys are the one who wanted to pull him out.
yeah,
There's a reason why he was in the middle of a road with shit right on his head.
Imagine he spent 4 hours in here and we never pulled him out. Never pulled him out of the road.
Oh no.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna tell Shikamaru that you can tell them what I told you now. if
Oh,
that's
okay.
with you.
Okay,
Guys,
maybe
he's
that's
fighting cultists.
yes, I'd like to converse with the merchants that are here,
What'd you say?
all right.
or the merchant that's here.
Okay,
You said they had a longbow, right?
they do. You can now have your choice of 6 different longbows. By the way, the guards, all of the
Oh, you
caravan,
mean-
they're all looking at it. They're peeling the armor off. They're checking them out. They're all looking for upgrades too. But you guys get first choice because you killed them.
So I take it there's no armor I can wear.
I was gonna say we
None.
looted before the guards even stood up. They were
I-
ready to be healed.
Yeah. No, I don't mean those guards. I mean the ones that didn't even fight. The entire
The ones-
caravan now is gathered up and
Standing by the
taking a
merchant.
look at this. Yeah,
Okay,
they're
I
all
have an
looking
idea.
at this.
I have an idea then. Thaumaturgy. I'm gonna increase my voice size. I'm gonna yell, "Get away from them! We killed them."
Well, we already
Okay.
have priority that
Yeah, no, I don't care. They're looking
on.
at our loot. They're gonna ninja loot that shit. This is some Warlords of Draenor type.
I'm
crap.
gonna be like, dude, chill.
Chill out. So what? So what is your alignment again?
I'm lawful good.
Yeah, that's not how you're playing.
See, that's why
Right.
that's why I saved the caravan guards. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You're the greediest lawful good character I've ever seen.
Yeah. You know
he,
what?
he made an oath to the lawful good people.
I think he's more like lawful neutral. Maybe.
I was gonna say,
I'm
he's
pretty
definitely-
lawful good.
He's definitely
Ah.
neutral, chaotic, because he's all over
Yeah.
the fucking place.
Chaotic neutral, probably. Yeah.
Okay, let's
All
go
right.
with that then.
Yeah, your god would find it not good at all that you decided to loot hobgoblins instead
My
of.
fucking my god is
How-
Bahamut, big ass
did you-
dragon.
Yeah, and he's the god of healers too. So
All right.
apply
so
your
yes,
trade.
yes, I'd like to talk to the merchant.
Okay, so the merchant is very thankful.
Male or female? I mean, do I notice
Male.
this, or are they
Uh,
androgynous?
Actually,
Male, leather, cloth.
Age,
actually,
sex,
the
location,
picture's
please.
the picture is female, but it's actually a male. I screwed that up.
Meh.
Bruce
all good.
Jenner.
Bruce Jenner.
We don't assign genders to people.
That's fine.
All right.
So now that the hobgoblins have been kind of driven off, he's surveying his wagon, and the guards are kind of sitting there, and they look well, two of them have dirty pants and so on and so forth. They thought they were going to die.
Oh.
Excuse me, Mister. Are you okay?
We are now, thanks to you. You have my
I have your grandson.
gratitude.
Oh. You seem to have stopped talking right as you were in the middle of that sentence.
Well, my
She was
push to
just
talk
so
is
excited.
turned off, so go fuck yourself. No, never mind. Yes, if you hadn't have come along, I'm afraid they would have had us in the end.
What is what's in the cart spilled out all over the road, or is the cart just broken? It's not spilled out.
It's my goods I'm
No,
transporting.
I'm asking you as an observant. I'm not asking her.
Oh yeah. Oh, you can tell that it's metal workings, fittings.
What are fitting? Things that fit me?
No.
Shit.
You can't tell anything. You're off fondling hobgoblins for their cod pieces.
Mm.
You know it.
One of them will make a great face shield.
Yeah. With anyway.
I'm done fondling though. I came over with you.
Yeah, okay.
I heard iron fittings.
All right. So I see like fittings. It looks like small pieces for blacksmithing. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, small between blacksmithing and jeweling. You think there's, like cabinet handles and pulls and angle iron and brackets and even the front lock plates. It's all kind of small metal, somewhat, fine work.
How fucked
But
is the cart? Like, could it be fixed, or they can't use this anymore?
It can be fixed, but they're gonna have to run back to the town you just left and get some supplies and a guy to come out and help.
Okay. All right. Let's continue our
So-
conversation.
Yep. In fact, he's worried about getting his cart fixed. I must get my cart fixed. He says, I've got money to buy more horses and to get my wagon fixed if anybody's willing to sell. And he's looking around some of the other market. Otherwise, he would appreciate a lift back to the back to the town if possible.
Wait, is the
Blacksmith.
merchant a he or a she?
It is a he.
We're still up in the air
And-
about this.
Androgyny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're cool. It's a person.
So, all right. So back to the role playing. If you were to get a ride, we're not heading back to town. We've already passed through there. We're in a rush. We can't really escort you back to town. But what I can offer to do is buy your goods at pennies to the dollar. So it looks to be that you have, say, 500 gold worth of material in this card. I'd be willing to offer you 150 gold for the material. You could take that back to town and start again. Get your wagons with what you have, and then you wouldn't have to worry about escorting all this broken stuff back.
Not to mention the hobgoblins that are still out there. I'm going
Right.
to be at beside you and kind of help your argument along here.
He this is a nobleman, and a lot of those fittings are going to his own estates. As he says, these fittings are mine and mine alone. They're not for sale.
I'm gonna step in here and say we just saved your ass. So you've said you're
I hold my
grateful,
hand up to
but you
silence him.
haven't. No, I don't get silenced. I'm gonna say we just saved your ass, and you've said thank you, but you got to give us a little to work off of. Our gear is kind of broken, and we're tired and we're hungry, and we could use some
Hey,
refreshment.
look, Belram, look, a shiny thing over here. You should go check it out.
Wait,
And I'm
where?
gonna try and like,
he
I returned to
oh,
talking to the-
just look a little bit further. It's over there in those bushes.
he makes he kind of looks strangely at Bellum and shakes his head briefly
I know how you feel. I know how you feel.
and says, my goods aren't for sale. If I have to, I'll walk myself back to town and leave my guards here to guard the wagon. He said, but I would appreciate. He says I'd be willing to offer 100 gold for an escort back to town and then back to fix my wagon.
I can't promise that because we've already done this. Like I said, what I can offer is for you to give you the funds to repurchase a fair portion of this, but I could also, since you're saying you where is your home? Where are you from?
Oh, I'm heading up just south of Waterdeep.
Just south of Waterdeep. What's the name of the town? Or your homestead?
Daggerford.
Daggerford. Do I know if the caravan is passing through that way from talking to
Yep, it will.
we're passing through that way?
It will. He raises his voice loud
I-
and says, 100 gold if you'll stay here long enough for me to get my wagon fixed, and I'll join you.
I'll
I'm
off-
gonna go over and talk to Verther and Lai and see, because Verther has a lot of material that's been destroyed, and Lai seemed. I'm gonna ask them if they have any space on their wagons that we could rent out to this I don't have a name for this person yet, so probably should have asked their name. Yeah.
Really quickly, while he's doing that, can I offer my services to escort her back to town for 100 gold and a horse?
Wow, that was the quickest character we've had in our group.
Yeah. Spin off, man. Spin off.
Can I offer that real quick and see what she says?
Well, I'm going
He's
off what I'm
actually
doing.
shouting it out to the entire caravan and they're all talking about it. They're talking about camping here for the night and letting him run back to town and back for 100 gold split amongst all the wagons. That would pay a week's wages for all of them.
Is there stuff? Is there
no,
stuff in the middle of the road?
There's a broken down wagon in the middle.
Can we get around it?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna ask Boss Lady anyways if she wants me to burn it to a pile of ash.
She says no, not yet. Anyways, let's see how this plays out.
Can
Okay,
I
just give me the word when I'll torch it.
can I ask the merchant whether the 100 gold for the escort back to town stands among the 100 gold if they wait?
Does not. He
All right, I'm
wants
gonna
to
say
get his wagon fixed.
I'm gonna say fuck you. I'm gonna go back and look for shiny shit.
Okay.
Again, I apologize for him. He's malnourished and he's a little slow in the brain. He seems to not understand the difference between inches and feet.
I'm gonna say I heard that, and I'm
You
gonna
didn't hear it from that far away, so stop.
fish. Yes, I did.
Yeah, you're 30 something feet away.
Mr. Merchant. May I call you Natalie?
You may
Wow.
call me sir
Wow. So you got a roll on that.
or sire if you wish.
We understand your plight, but we are in a plight of our own as we have already been hired by the escort and the caravan you see behind you. So unless they're okay with us subcontracting out a day of their lives, we're going to have to come to a different conclusion here.
He says, well, then my guards will stay here and I will walk back to town to get what I need.
That is your choice.
I'm just gonna point out. Look how well his guards did stay protecting him already.
Mm.
Like, you know.
Yeah, well,
He's
I
a
I
stubborn
was
noble.
going somewhere with my thing till every fucking person jumped on my dick.
sorry, I had to get the
You
Natalie
go
Merchant joke
harsh,
in there.
harsh Jermello. He
Seriously,
is
like I'm in the middle of trying to form an alliance to get us a noble on our side for when we get towards this town, and everybody else is over here fucking, and I walk away in a huff.
ugh,
Okay,
Well-
well,
We'll
I was
talk
over
later.
here that entire conversation, so I'm gonna tell her, or tell him, I'm gonna say, you know, look how well your guards did this time. What makes you think they'll keep your goods safe when you go back to town? I already had to revive 2 of them from the dead.
that's
That wasn't
our
his
guards.
guards.
That was our guards. Well, you only have 3 guards anyways, so like.
This
Look,
should
at
be
least my
fluffy.
argument was helping Daru as the thinking of threat and robbers if they left the stuff there.
You guys brought this upon yourselves, letting me into the group. All right, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna tell that to him. What does he say?
He's not paying any attention to you anymore. You're not making any sense to him.
I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy, and I'm gonna make myself really loud, and I'm gonna say it again, the exact same thing, right into his ear.
All
my
three,
God.
all
I
three
come
of us
back
guard-
over. I come back over as I see him getting ready to cast
Yeah.
this.
As soon as you start to cast, the guards.
I was
Oh,
gonna.
wow.
Oh my god. Good job, Shane.
The guards, all 3 step in front of him and swing at you, but they all miss.
Okay.
I
They're
also.
trying to
Wait. They
They're
swung
trying
at
to
me.
punch you into the face. So he's
They swung at me. All right, they engaged. All right, I'm gonna cast.
You cast a spell.
I'm
hold
using
on.
Thorn Whip. I'm using Thorn Whip on him.
Hold on. Bellroom. You
What?
cast a spell. That is an immediate threatening to a noble.
It
That
was
is threat-
Thaumaturgy.
It doesn't matter. It is a spell.
I use
That is
Thorn Whip.
threatening.
I use Thorn
They're
Whip and
pulling-
drag him away.
they're pulling their he gets a saving throw, but they're pulling
That's
their
fine.
swords out and they're looking at you with not friendly eyes.
I'm gonna say I just saved your ass, and you're gonna pull out your swords on me. If you couldn't fight these and I could, what do you think's gonna happen to you?
All
Shortest
right.
experience with a tune ever.
Just trust me, guys. Trust me. I'm a professional. I got this.
Professional fuck up, maybe.
All right. What do they respond? Come on.
They're
They're
pulling
probably
their
charging you.
swords. Roll initiative.
Shit. All right.
You got 2 choices.
What's up? What are the choices?
You can immediately run or you can stay and fight.
How intimidating do they look?
Well, they have spears and they know how to use them.
Obviously they don't, because the hobgoblins. But
Okay. Roll your
just kidding.
initiative.
I'm running. I'm hiding behind Daru.
Well, roll your initiative
Wow.
first.
Yeah.
Roll your initiative. first.
You're
I guess I'm
fucked.
running.
Oh, we hardly knew
2,
ye.
3. Let's see. That's
Oh my god, Shane.
Could you actually roll something that's
miss,
that teaches him a lesson?
miss.
They all miss. I'm fighting this.
Oh, 1 hit.
Drunk?
You
Yep.
take 5 points of damage.
Okay, deal my 5 points.
Well, you
All
do that.
right. You do that on your character
Yeah, you
sheet.
click on your
Oh, I
character.
do.
You just click on your character, and that green box, bubble that pops up, should have your health, which isn't showing up.
Okay, well I just did -5.
That's exactly what you
Fuck.
do.
I'm at -5 HP. Wait a second. I have 39, so that's gonna be 34 now.
No, you literally type in. Don't change the number, because that's going to change
Okay.
your max health.
Wait, so I have 39 health, right?
Uh huh. So you hit -5. Like literally type in -5. In that
Did I
green
click
box.
it? Okay. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, if you change the number, your total health on your character sheet will change to.
Oh, I always just change the number and it doesn't do that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna-
something's not right here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm typing it in the green box like you said, and it's like
Well, he doesn't have a health
changing my
bar up,
total
so.
HP. Yeah, that might be doing. So I just swapped it back to 39. So
Has he filled it out on that specific spot on the character sheet though? Is the thing
Yeah,
too?
well, that's I don't know why his.
Because that's where mine wasn't working the first time.
I'm just gonna point out that my intelligence is pretty low, so that's why I'm doing this. As all roleplay.
Oh, okay. That's why
What
you're
would your
doing
tune's
this.
explanation?
Yeah, it's roleplay. Trust.
All right, so
how low is low? I mean,
It's 12, but
That's
so it's,
not
it's
low.
decent.
That's
Oh,
not.
it's
Yeah.
low. That's
you're not
the
slightly
negative
above
numbers.
average.
Shit. Okay.
you're like
oh.
acting. You're acting like you're at like -2.
Yeah, blame the dehydration.
It's a dehydration from fighting all the hobgoblins and saving their asses.
All right.
So, well, I'm at 34 health. Just keep that in mind.
Yep.
So,
And so now what do you do?
let's see. Give me a second to look at my options. So you said I could run,
You
or I could
can
fight.
run, or you can fight.
Use the action to disengage, which will keep them from provoking an attack of opportunity. However, that is your action, and then you can move after that.
Okay. Oh, I just realized this is the first. I get to finally use this spell. Oh yes. Okay, I've wanted to use this all fucking time. I'm gonna attack the first guard here and inflict wounds.
Oh my god!
You're gonna kill a guard.
He fucking provoked. He attacked me. He attacked me.
Do you not know your
You
deity?
attacked. Yeah, you attacked them.
Wait a second. What? That only does 8? That should be 3d10. No.
It doesn't do anything.
If you max.
Yeah,
your
you rolled a
dice
really
will
low.
go up.
You rolled a
Okay,
2,
so I'm
3,
probably
and a 3.
really fucked right now.
Half and half.
I go.
Your spell doesn't work at all. In fact, you find that all of the spells in your head are gone.
Why?
While this is going on, I'm gonna walk
You
over to the middle
currently
of the road.
have no spells.
I'm gonna start
That's
digging a hole.
bullshit.
I'm gonna start digging a hole in the middle of the road again.
No.
I'm gonna go help. And this was my fault, Sam. I'll put you back in there.
Yeah, your spells have left your head. They're
Okay,
not
I'm gonna run.
there anymore.
Can I
You
get
can
that? Can I run?
disengage or run.
I'm gonna.
Well, you can't disengage
what-
anymore because you attempted to do a spell. So all you can do is move, which will give 3 attack of opportunities against you.
What does that do? What's an attack of opportunity?
You
They get 3
die.
basic hits against you.
They roll with advantage and get an extra swing.
So what do you guys recommend I do here?
Oh no, this is you.
Oh,
decided
yeah,
to go
this
on your
is-
own.
You did this one on your own.
Yeah.
We
Alright,
tried to
well-
stop.
I'm running 30 feet to Daru.
Oh, good, because
Okay.
we got a hole for you.
Well,
Perfect.
not
So I
yet.
walk
Hold on
valley.
before you do that.
The shadow of death.
You could say you give up as well.
Oh,
You can
okay.
just tell
I'm
me.
gonna say I give
Surrender.
up. I'm sorry, my lord, and I'm gonna bow down.
And then you'd be at their mercy. So
Yeah.
They don't.
Well, I
spear
saved their
you.
asses, so they better save my ass.
oh yeah.
They don't spear you, but the merchant is unhappy and basically says, "Get him out of my sight." And so the guards, none too gently, frog march you back towards the caravan.
See, this is where you guys could have stepped in. We could have killed those fuckers, and we could have taken all their
Why
shit.
would we kill them?
Because they were
not-
dicks.
We're not
They were
freaking.
dicks.
I'm not listening to
What
They
is-
were dicks. I'm a noble. I'm gonna shit talk everybody.
Okay, and
God.
Millennials
Belrim.
in the game.
Yeah.
you are you're basically told to sit in the corner and be quiet.
I'd
Okay.
expect this out of the rogue,
I'll just.
not out of the
you,
priest.
And you
I'm not a
have
priest,
this
dipshit.
you have this sinking feeling that you have transgressed against the wishes of your God,
Fuck.
and repentance is in order. So
Yeah.
you might want to think about that, because every spell you know is gone and you can't seem to recall them.
Okay, so where do I go now? Where am I?
You're back at the caravan, sitting there sulking, cooling your heels.
Okay. Sorry, guys, I got a little hot-headed there.
Yeah, no more bargaining. You just stay behind the rest of us unless we're actually fighting something.
Okay, then I'll stand in front of you guys and I'll keep you alive.
That's
now-
a fair deal.
Yeah.
Assuming your god decides to give you your spells back.
I'm gonna repent. How do I do that? Do I just repent?
Oh, it's
You're
it's
gonna-
not
Slit your
a,
wrist.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna slip my wrist. Do I have to roll?
No,
God.
no. You need
Oh, I rolled an
to,
18. Does that mean I did it well?
You need to spend
went up
some
and down
time
instead of
in-
left
in
and right.
prayer. Yeah,
What's up?
you need to spend quite a bit of time in repair and prayer and true repentance. You've got to apologize for your behaviors that were against your God and your alignment.
All right, I'm gonna start praying.
Oh, all right, that ought to keep you busy for a couple of days because it's gonna take
Yes.
at least that long.
Anywho,
I walk back over to the merchant and I bow and profusely apologize for our caravan's village idiot.
I'm gonna give her 50 gold just because
And
as my apology. I'm like, look, I can't do too much, but here's 50
I love
gold
the
for you
fact
guys.
that half of us are calling her a she and the other half a he.
Oh, well, it's a she picture, so I don't know.
It's a trap.
When he swallows, does the throat go up and down or nothing?
anyway,
So
so my point is that did we get her name yet? Did anyone get her name yet? Or
no,
his name? His
no,
name?
Natalie.
His name?
his name is not
well-
been given.
Okay. Sir, not been given. Oh God, I should roll on that one. Fuck. It's really bad. Sir, again, I must apologize for our caravan idiot. Let me speak to my boss and see if there's any way that we can camp here for an extra night, and I can help you get back to get the supplies to fix your wagon. Your guards can sit here and watch your wagon. As long as my boss
Maybe.
allows it, I'll escort you back personally.
I'll join you.
You're not
don't
in
have anything?
earshot, and you've got repenting to do.
Okay.
Lots of it.
Might I know?
Okay.
Might I know the name of the merchant I'm trying to help?
Sure.
Wait, I'm just wondering. So
Stop talking.
No, but it's about me repenting. So Bahamut says that the helpless, that he has limitless empathy for the helpless, and I was very helpless in that situation, as well as I.
Hey, you got server mute on this.
Yeah.
Server muting, really?
No, I'm just kidding. So I'm just saying, I don't think that I should have to repent, considering
You are
that I
not-
promoted
Hold
a
on.
cause
Let me
of
give you one of
good.
the basic rules of D&D. You
Yeah.
do not argue with the DM.
Okay, sorry.
Basic rule of D&D. The game will go nowhere if you're fighting with the DM over his rulings.
Yeah, it's kind of my first time doing it
I know.
seriously.
I'm just letting you know that.
Do you? Well, let Shem explain
Let
why.
me give you first of all, you ignored the people in need of healing to go loot. That would be absolutely against your God's judgment and as a life cleric against what your vows are. Secondly, you started it, not the merchant, by casting a spell. That is a hostile act under any circumstances, unless he asks you to cast it. So basically, you're not helpless. You weren't helpless in this scenario. You started, provoked a fight, and got one, and did it really for no other reason other than who knows what your reason is. And your God basically said, no, not one of my priests act like that, and he took your spells away.
Okay.
So you're the next best thing to getting booted out of the convent, so to speak. So
Okay. Thank you.
that's why.
Thank you for being
All right.
merciful.
Yes,
Okay.
because the other alternative is a lightning bolt could have come down and just smashed you to the ground. If your God was truly pissed off at you.
If your DM was truly pissed off at you.
Yes.
So my offer to well, first I asked the name. Well,
His name is Edwin, Baron Edwin Windshatter.
Edwin Windbreaker.
Windshatter.
Windshitter. Got it. Okay.
Close. Probably not going to be
Okay.
friends with him if you say it that way, but close.
So I made my offer. Just waiting for.
So he said, and by the way, the whole caravan is looking at that.
At what?
They're because he announced it loudly if the caravan would stop for the night here and then escort him to town and back, he would join it and he'd pay the caravan 100 gold. And more for and basically he would be split with the guards that came back with him. And he would add his 3 guards to this. And so the caravan master wants to take that deal and asks for volunteers to escort him back to town.
I
And-
offer the caravan to not bother with volunteers. I will transform into a horse and carry him at great speed, so we can return in
They
half a
all
day.
they all look at you like you're crazy.
And I transform into a horse.
Okay. You see lots of surprised people,
Damn, you want
And,
another car ride?
and the merchant says, "Sold." No, you got a deal.
Okay.
Is that a mare? Wow.
Hey, I can't shapeshift. It's all yours, buddy.
Oh,
I roll for gender. It is a mare.
is that a mare? Okay, so the caravan's going to stop here for the night. Mr. Blink, you've got some work to do with those potions and that scroll.
I think I do.
And Ken, it's not going to take you very long because you're only probably 6-7 miles away from that town. You only got about half a day's ride out of town, but you are in the Barrows, so everybody circles the wagons, but no fire, and they circle around this broken down wagon in the road, and no fires tonight, just cold dinner. And let me see if you get a encounter. No. Okay, so you make it back to town with the noble just fine, and you're not going to be you'll come back the next morning basically, because they're going to need to bring new horses for his wagon, as well as the ability to repair it. So he makes a number of arrangements, and for the group here,
Do we rest for the night in town while he makes the arrangements?
yes, you do. So everybody gets rest, and is resting.
As he's doing his thing, I'm gonna try and with the necklace that Frieza gave me, I'm gonna
Yep.
kind of try and only let the guard that I know that is the cultist see it, but just only him, kind of flash it, but then kind of hide it again.
Okay, he sees it. You know he saw it, and his eyebrows crawl up into his head.
That's all I wanted for now.
Yep. Okay. There aren't any counters the next morning. Not relatively early, because the merchant got a real early start. They get there by 10 or 11 o'clock, because he doesn't have a wagon. He can push. There is a small cart behind a 2-team horse that's carrying the tools to fix his wagon, but basically he gets he arrives there, and by noon or so everybody's ready to go.
Real quick, how long am I gonna have to repent?
Well, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Kid on punishment. Am I done yet?
Are we there yet?
How
Yes.
much gold did I make gold off carrying him to town?
Yes, he hands you a purse. Thank you.
Of what?
I might cut out.
He hands me a
He
100
handed you
a purse with 100 gold in it.
Um,
I give Mr. Blink and Frieza 6 gold each from
Well,
the,
yeah.
and I give nothing to fucking Bell.
Thank you.
God.
That's okay. I don't need gold. I have my personality.
As
That's
as
Oh,
every
yeah.
turn.
itself.
We seen.
Mhm.
Okay. And you get back
Uh,
on the road.
One more quick question. You said
Yep.
Electrum. Some of them had that. What
8
was
pieces.
that?
Electrum, every 2 Electrum is a gold piece. And the Hobgoblins had 10 each, or a total of 60.
If you're looking for where Electrum pieces go,
Isn't there an EP or something?
yeah, between
Actually, I
SP and
honestly
GP.
just keep it all on a notepad, and then I convert it onto my sheet later.
Gotcha.
I subtract and minus and do that all on the sheet, and then kind of throw it on more confirming things on the actual character sheet.
Actually, the first time we've seen Electrum.
Right?
Yeah.
First time you've seen Hobgoblins, too.
You
that
said
too.
Electrum is worth how much again? It's 1 gold.
Half a gold each, or 2 of them make 1 gold.
Okay, so and you said there were 60 total Electrum.
Correct.
So there was
So
30 gold.
$50.
Okay.
All right. So you get up the next morning, you're back on the road. The dice here.
I'm making sure the new longbow I have is nice and strong, and
It
works
appears to be a
my-
very nice longbow.
well, I'm just fitting it to my own personal kind of
Once
touch.
you-
Make sure
Once
it
you
stretches
pulled the
just
wolf
right.
fur off of it, that uncured wolf fur off of it, it was pretty nice. All right, so you get through the fields of the dead relatively well. The rest of it, you have a number of restless evenings, and you've seen stuff. There was one night where you saw what looked to be an entire horde of beings go by. You could hear them in the night, and everybody in the camp was awake, but none of them came close enough to be identified or attack the caravan, excuse me. and then one night you saw a dragon fly by.
By the way, the first night before we started this trip, I actually went over to the Belram while he was sleeping, and I washed away the H, the R, the K off of his and the A from the second A off of his head. So now his head says oat beer.
Oat beer.
Oat beer.
Wait, what are you guys doing to me?
So,
All right,
I've been walking. Everyone's been walking around calling him oat beer.
Oat beer. Okay. So let me get to the top of this. So Belrem, by the end of the
Oat beer.
oat beer, Belrem or Bell, by the end of the Fields of the Dead, you've repented enough, and your God is allowing you to have your spells back, but basically telling you to behave or he'll toss you out. You get that distinct feeling in your in the back of your brain.
I don't have a brain.
Well, you've made that evident, but but yes, your God has basically left you with no doubt about how he expects your behavior to be in the future.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna yell thank you. Not
Okay.
yell, but like pray yell.
Yes. Pray thank you very loudly.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. So that took a few days. You basically did nothing but sit in the back of the wagon and ask for forgiveness and pray fervently. And so, yeah, you got your spells back. As for everybody else, the whole caravan is glad to be out of the Fields of the Dead and feeling pretty good. And so the first day they're out, however, we have an event where, as there was a particularly sharp corner that the road was kind of going downhill out of the fields of the dead, and one of the cultists' wagons breaks. It broke on a rock, and then one of their one of their crates tumbled free, and it smashes open, and you can see that it reveals just dozens of beautiful items of jewelry and gems, and just all wrapped in wool. So I'd like some everybody's gathered around. The cultist guards start trying to push the shields down and push everybody away, and I'd like everybody's reaction, please.
I'm gonna help them.
Help
Help
them
them push-
clean up or put stuff away, or
Help them
people
keep
away.
people away
Okay.
because the people are trying to see it, right? So I
Yep.
want to look like I'm in the good graces of the cultists by helping them push people away.
I'm going to very obviously cast fog cloud.
Okay.
We've had a
So
long
that-
rest.
Yeah.
So-
Yes.
So that the cultists see that I'm covering up their I'm gonna cast it just like around the thing, but outside the guards who are keeping everything, just to cover it up.
Okay. Oh, the whole cavern. Whoa! Look at that! Wow. And
Like Formula One style.
got it. All right. So you cast fog of cloud, and anybody else doing anything? Those are
let's
some
see.
fine-looking jewels.
I'm gonna
Uh,
kneel down while the fog cloud is up, and I'm gonna grab a couple.
Good way to piss off your god again.
That's not pissing them off. They're followers of Tiamat. Or not Tiamat, but you know what I mean.
I
Is
mean,
it Tiamat?
stealing is always
Um,
good for lawful good.
Yeah, you're not
I-
going to be able to get that close to them. I
Yeah,
mean, it's
it's
not like
just
the
it's just
thing
around the corner so
dropped at
nobody
your
can
feet.
see. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna get
I
up in Shakira's face, like as if I'm trying to get to the shit, so he can, push me back and
I
really
like
make him
it.
look good.
Get back,
Uh,
man! Get back!
I'm like, what the
Okay.
fuck?
What the fuck? I want to see it.
Sure, I
Couple of
don't-
the other guards are real interested too, and there's a lot of pushing and shoving going on, but pretty soon the caravan master comes. All right, everybody, show's over. Back off and let them fix their wagon, for gosh sakes. We got to get this show on the road, and besides, it's none of your business anyways. People want to share what's on their wagon, they'll share it. If they don't, they don't. That's the rules of the road.
do a great flop when Shakira pushes me, so I do kind of roll backwards and like I fell off a car type of thing. So it looks
Yeah,
really
get-
impressive.
I'm gonna give you
Does-
like a very subtle kind of nod, but kind of still stay aggressive. Like, yeah, stay back.
Right.
Wait,
All right.
wait, why did you say I couldn't get up there if there was fog all around?
There's
There
a
were guards all around
ring
too.
a ring of guards with
Okay.
their shields pushing everybody back.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Never-
I mean, you can try to push through them if you wish, and we can roll initiatives again if you
Let's do it.
yeah,
God.
yeah. This could get kind of crazy.
How about this? Can I cast spiritual weapon and try and knock gems towards me with it?
No.
Okay, never mind. I'll
You can
skip.
attack a
That's not
creature
what
with
that's
spiritual
for.
weapon.
Yeah, you can't
Literally says
attack
that.
inanimate objects. It's a creature.
Oh, that's boring.
It's clever
Yes,
thinking though. That's what the game's all about.
That,
It's clever
that's
thinking.
that's actually not bad, especially in the fog. Nobody'd be able to see the damn.
Right. It would be like a mystical, invisible.
All right,
spiritual
so you can tell that the
Come to
that
me,
the
my
cultist guards, they're pissed, they're angry, they're mad that everybody saw what they're what they're carrying, and there's a couple of guards that really got up close before they were pushed back, and showed a lot of interest in what they were saying. Hey, what is that? Why are you carrying so much riches? Who are you carrying it for? And they're basically telling him to mind his own business and pushing back. So yeah, you notice that they're carrying the loot. Any other concerns or questions the group might have?
Have
If they,
Go ahead.
If they pushed us first, is that them having to roll initiative also?
They just closed ranks and put their shields down.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Think Spartans with the big round shields.
Oh, damn! But there's
Big
only like
wall.
3 of them.
Yeah, not easy to get past.
Have they cleaned up their cart yet?
Yeah, they're in the process of cleaning up their crate that broke and they've got extra wheels, so they're working on putting a new wheel on their cart.
Okay, as long as
Did you
the
ever get
crates.
did you ever get a horse form?
Yeah, it's been a day. It's been over 2
Oh,
hours.
I don't know if you had to take that off or it just pops.
No, it's after 2 hours it dissipates. So
Okay.
I didn't catch that last. What dissipates?
my spell will dissipate after 2 hours. My
Oh.
horse.
Shape
Yeah.
shift. Wild shape.
Yeah, my shapeshift.
Yeah.
Shapeshift, yeah.
Okay.
So if I don't hear any more coins or gold going, I'm going to dispel my fog cloud
Okay.
by running
All
around.
right.
No.
All right. That's basically everybody needed to kind of back off, give them a few minutes. Caravan took a break. Within an hour and a half, you're back on the road.
Can I sleep in the back of the car? Or of the
You
thing?
can,
Okay.
as a
And
matter of fact.
can that count as a long rest?
In the evening, it would.
Not the day.
Well, if you slept for 8 hours, it would. But
Then you'd be
Never
up
you
all
mind.
night.
you're sleeping at night.
Yeah, I wouldn't let you sleep because you got a job to do.
You're
Fine.
guarding the wagon. Give
Okay.
me 2 minutes, guys. I got to run to the bathroom again.
It's fine.
So guys, here's my idea.
We're not metagaming.
I'm not metagaming at all. I said I was gonna like give you guys a high five.
Okay.
What the fuck was that?
I think he just threw someone to the mats.
Right?
No, that was me slamming my
Suplex.
hand on my table. Okay. So what about that praying, huh? That repenting.
You're a weird dude.
I turn my head and shun him.
Rip.
So,
Going Amish on his ass.
you guys pulled me out of the road. Just keep that in mind.
And I can put you
Yeah,
right
don't
back.
remind me.
See, that's the kind of shit that I can do because I'm neutral good.
So I still haven't really even picked my alignment. Like
Yeah, you
I still
did.
haven't dealt with it.
It's automatic usually with the class.
With a cleric, you can't really be a Tiamat follower and be
No, I'm not gonna be a
chaotic.
Tiamat follower.
Not Tiamat,
What the-
sorry.
Oh,
I was
no.
thinking being
whatever.
chaotic good, and then that would explain it. But
But he wouldn't.
Okay, I'm back.
hi back. I'm Eric.
Hi,
And I'm
Eric.
done.
And he's
Yeah,
not
you're
even a
there.
father.
I'm practicing.
Okay.
Oh
guys.
yeah.
I got a roll on that, right?
That's what they call practicing.
So many things I wanted to say right there.
Right?
Ooh.
Okay, so after the crate busting experience, after the rest of that day and the next day go by, and you get to another trading post, kind of hostile, and you're gonna stay there a day if you wish. So small, again similar. It's got stuff for the road. The kinds of supplies travelers would need. This little town does have an inn, and you can stay there for a couple days, or for that night, and the animals need to rest.
Is there a blacksmithing area?
There is in this town.
Can I enter it, please?
You can.
I'm gonna enter it. And I eluded those big boy things, right? The 7-foot tall armor.
Have you been
Um,
carrying that around this entire time?
Yeah.
Okay,
Not
maybe
sure. I was gonna say I'm not sure you did that.
not. Okay, whatever.
You
I'm gonna
can
ask them if they have
probably-
any small man armor.
They do not.
Do
Sorry,
they have any big man armor?
they do not. They're not that. A suit of chainmail would take months for a blacksmith to make, and that's not what they're there for. They make horseshoes and fittings for wagons and steel rims for the or steel, or call it iron rims for the wheels, that sort of thing. Plows.
Okay.
They make a few arrowheads and swords, but that's about as advanced as their metallurgy goes.
All right, that's fair enough.
Does anybody else want to do anything in town?
Where are the cultists hanging out again?
They're again, they kind of take over one end of the inn, and they're staying in 3 rooms, the 9 of them, 3 to a room.
So they're not in a public place like the bar area or the sitting areas.
When they are, they're generally together, and they're not very welcoming.
Where is their gear? Or their just all of their stuff still on the wagon?
Well, they're wearing most of it, but they guard their wagon, 24/7. And when they sleep, I assume they take their armor and their gear off, but there's always guards.
I meant like the jewelry. Like
That's strapped down and buttoned down and covered with canvas on their wagons.
how many guards are there?
There's 9 total.
I mean, how many
Um,
guards are like?
Yes. Usually
wagon.
there's 2 or 3 covering the 3 wagons.
Well, while the dwarf sums up his heist, is there a bar in this place?
There is. It's got good country ale, and a little bit of moonshine is available.
Is there any of these guys in there?
Yes, there are.
Does anybody want to buy him around?
Well, I was gonna say, hey, if Shakira wants to go in there and
Yeah.
be like, just kind of sit there,
Is this the
and
same room I'm in?
I'll
that I sit in?
walk through, and I'll kind of like start a little something.
Say this
Yeah,
again,
Go ahead.
Daru.
Yeah, is this the same? Is this the room that I'm in that I see them in? That when I asked, like, are they in 2 separate buildings?
They are in the
assuming
same building.
So the inn has the bar, right? That's what you're saying.
Correct. The inn
That-
has, we'll call it a bar, but
It's the
what the
eatery.
inn has is a bunch of rough stone tables and benches,
Uh-huh.
and a bunch of, well, they might be pretty, but depends on your taste, pretty barmaids that run around and deliver what you ask for.
So
There's no real bar that you come up and sit at. Those haven't been invented yet.
then I know I'm gonna sit down within earshot of the cultists where they're sitting, but not within basically within earshot where they'd overhear me talking with someone,
Okay.
but not where I'm like looking at them. So a table
That's fine.
cat a corner to them.
Sure.
'Kay.
Kind of got your back to them, or they're to your side.
Mhm.
You're not facing them. Got
I'm
it.
facing away from them.
Yep. Okay. Who are you talking to?
No one yet. I'm just sitting down.
Okay. All right.
I-
So
I
Mr.
buy
Luke?
the cultists around.
they when the round arrives, they hold up their glass, and again, it's only 5 of them out of the 9.
Right as
'cause-
Mr. Blink is doing that, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll take a round too, and
I
sit
s-
down with him.
I see Shikamaru over there, and I wave him over so that he sees. And that it's obvious I'm waving him over.
Oh, and then I'll just take a drink off of it, and I'll walk over towards Daru. I'm like, oh, thanks, buddy.
With
Can-
perfect timing,
Can I
I'm
enter
kind
the?
of strolling by the occultist, and I ask her like, "Are you guys occultists?" Wait, there's a reason.
So so the smiles on their faces about getting drinks turned into frowns in light speed, and they just look at you. Who's asking? And their hands all go down to their weapons.
And I'm just like, "Oh, you guys are everywhere." Then I look over at Shakira and Daru, and I keep walking.
They just somewhat confused, very hostile, hands still on their weapons.
But I mean,
just
like
kinda-
dramatically, like look at them and look over, and before I say that, you know.
Yeah, I got you. You dropped it's like a fart in church, man. You just said something that caught all of their attention. They don't know quite what to do with it.
Can I enter the bar?
Of course you can.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Let's do our
Random-
let's do our role playing before he.
Random question here. What level are we?
Huh?
You're level
4.
4.
Oh, I don't think I ever increased my ability score. Whatever. I'll worry about that later.
Okay.
But I just
Great.
ahead.
Roll the whole game back. We got to start over.
no, it's fine. I didn't do too much to really mess anything up.
All right. So Ken can continue with your role play.
Okay.
Or
Chica-
Daru, excuse me.
That's fine. That's fine. All right. So whispering loud enough to be heard by those closer to us, but not by or talking. I won't even say whispering. Talking loud
Uh-huh.
enough to be heard by the people closest to us, but not so loud that I'm like over talking the entire bar or entire room. Shikamaru, have you
Yes.
secured passage?
Secured passage.
Just go with it.
Yes, I have.
Okay. Frulan will be making her way up. She's supposed to meet us in DM, can you help me out here for a second? What was the name of the town that is north of Windshatter's town?
Waterdeep. He's
Waterdeep?
from Daggerford and then Waterdeep. That's where you're heading.
All right, hold on a second.
While he's holding on a second, can I enter the bar?
Are
Float?
you done in the blacksmith?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you can continue.
Thank you.
And
Sorry.
yes, you can enter the bar.
Frulan sent message that she'll be meeting us at Waterdeep to take care of the traitor.
Okay.
Sorry. Quick reminder. Who is Frulam again?
That's the leader
one
we.
of the leaders.
That's the one we fought and finished.
You captured her.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So she's actually.
So Ken, give me
Oh.
a performance roll, please.
Can I
Like,
assist?
You want me
Since
to,
I'm
You can.
with
You
him?
can assist.
like you want me to just roll on the ground?
Yes. No, there's an actual performance.
I know.
That should increase your roll by like at least 10.
Oh,
Just,
I have
it
advantage.
gives-
Sorry, I have advantage.
Yes, you get advantage when being assisted. Hey,
Oh.
I like that.
Yeah, it's a good thing you had advantage and
Right?
good thing you're assisted. You, Shikamaru, you can see that obviously a couple of the guards are listening very intently, and
Okay.
you know you got them on the.
Like, since my back is turned to them, I'm gonna
No,
kind of
you're
like
you're
hit-
facing them. My
You're,
back is
you're
I'm-
facing them. Ken's
Oh,
back
okay.
is, or Daru's back is to them.
Okay, I'm gonna. Shit. How are they looking? Are they just listening? Or are they looking at us? Can I tell if they're looking at us?
They are very obvious looking, but looking at you. They're very obviously pretending not to look
Okay.
at you, but they're keeping.
I'm
an eye
gonna.
on you.
Since I'm sipping my drink, I'm gonna kind of tap it with my fingers, and then with my index finger, I'm just gonna hold it out and kind of turn the cup to show that they're listening. Just basically pointing back behind him, but kind of like still in a way just to say that they are paying attention to what you're saying.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense.
I turn my head obviously to look to see if they're listening. And when I see them doing this, I get up and walk out of the room quickly.
Okay.
And then I turn around and, I turn around and it's like I'm not even going to pay attention to them.
Okay. And they all kind of turn quickly and look away, but you can hear whispers coming from that corner for much of the rest of the evening.
Can I stumble over to them?
You can, after this is all done, you can stumble over to them.
I'm gonna go take a bio break real quick. I'll be back. Tell me, just make sure he doesn't start a fight.
Right.
I'm not gonna start a fight, don't worry. Unless they engage. Anyways, I'm gonna go over to the bar. And I'm gonna get a bunch of drinks. Do I have gold on me or not?
Do you have any on your character sheet?
I mean, Do I still have the 5 gold Craig gave me or no?
You
you're
have
using-
that 5 gold, subtract whatever it was to buy the food.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me add that to my character sheet then. How much did the food cost?
to buy a couple of silvers. You've probably got the majority of that 5 gold left, but you better not spend it because you don't have food.
I don't have food. You gave me food for the dungeon.
I gave you iron rations. You're right. That is food. You're right. Couple weeks worth, but
How
okay.
many silver do I have left? Like after the gold, like 4 gold, and then like
Well, what is it? 100 silver makes a gold. So a couple of silver, you got 4 gold, and call it 95 silver.
all right. I'm gonna buy a bunch of food. Like I'm talking, like a full table full of food. Like- Like for all of the guys that are the cult.
Okay, so tell me what you want to do, and then I'll tell.
How much would it cost for me to buy like well, how about this? What's your finest food, Mr. Bartender?
It's just a hostel. It's just a caravan route. They have
This
stew
isn't-
and roast meat basically, and they'll put out platters of cheeses and bread.
I'm gonna get a how much? Or I'm gonna buy a thing of stew for each of them, and
Okay.
and like 20 beers or ale. Sorry.
Okay, so there's 5 of them there.
Actually, how much would that
You-
cost?
No, couple of silver each, so call it 10 or 15 silver.
Dope. All right. So okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay,
I'm gonna
So
ask them
you-
to be. So yeah.
so you order it with the barmaid. You say, "Set my friends up here with your finest dinner," and you hand her 10 silver and tell her that should cover most of it, and come back to me with the rest when they're done. Is that what you're basically saying?
Yeah, and a bunch of ales. Like I'm talking like 15 ales. But give me like 3 of them and give the rest of them.
Okay. Yeah, so the ales are another, call it a silver or so a piece. So call it a total of, because they're pretty big jacks of ale. So call it a total of about 30 silver to do all of that.
Like for all of it. Okay,
Yep.
that's fair. All right, I'm gonna stumble over with my ales.
Okay.
All right, and I'm gonna give them to all of the big boys over there. I'm gonna sit down next to them. I'm just gonna start drinking.
Okay.
Like,
do
I'm talking chugging the drinks. Like
do you say anything?
no, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna start chugging.
They all look at you a little crazy. And they say, "Can we help you, friend? This is a private table, and like to keep it that way."
I'm gonna say it's not private anymore. And you just
At that point, I'm motioning to Mr. Blink. Where's Blink? Where are you?
I'm on a different screen here.
I was gonna say it sounds like he's in the corner rubbing one out.
No, Mike was down. That's fun. I'm on the screen that's just the road. Is that where everybody else is?
Where
Yeah,
are you
you're not in it.
Yeah, where are you in the town?
Oh, I made my way to the inn. I bought them around.
That's right.
Yeah.
all right.
All right, so I'm gonna get up and leave the bar area and kind of
Yeah,
give a side eye to Joe. Or
yeah, I follow loud and clear.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
This is gonna get ugly.
Yeah, they just look at you for a second while you're sitting there drinking, and after what you just said, and they kind of look at each other, and you can see them all kind of come to an agreement, and they all stand up and walk out of the bar.
I'm gonna yell, "What the hell, guys!" and just fucking rip off my pants. And then we're just gonna leave it. I'm role playing. I'm intoxicated. Okay. Come on.
Yeah.
You rip off your pants when you're intoxicated?
Boy, who doesn't?
the
His
bouncers come
character
over
does.
and they toss you out.
I'm gonna
Uh,
try and while they're trying to do that, I'm gonna try and whip them with with my 2-inch.
Dave, can I borrow you and Joe?
Oh
and
my
this
god.
beer?
Well, I'm gonna make sure that food doesn't get to waste, and I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna start eating that food.
Sure, you can.
I'm gonna get myself a nice full belly out of someone else's cost.
All right. Well, it looks like now all of them are gone. See, I'm kind of all right. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I think.
As I've walked out of the bar earlier, is there anything going on in the town? Unless
Shim just left.
they already left.
Yeah, they're in
Okay.
Just keep
But-
in mind that you guys can restrain me at any time.
No, it's not how the game works. The game works where you know.
Well, I mean, we can,
Yeah, but I'm just what I'm saying is we learn. The DM will restrain you if he needs to for the most part.
Okay. I'm feeling a little uppity tonight, so.
It's all good, man. You play your game, man. We're gonna give you shit for it throughout the entire week, but don't take offense
Oh
to
no,
it.
I know. Oh no, I know. I'm prepared.
Yeah.
I'm very prepared.
It's just how we are. Like we give each other shit for everything.
Yeah, I know. I gathered that from the ass rubbing.
Yep.
Shit, that lasted 2 weeks. It's gonna keep lasting.
Well, that's because there was nothing that happened in between that. We
Oh,
missed a
okay.
week. So everyone's good for Friday?
Yeah,
Right,
dude.
yeah. Like I said, as long as it's around that time.
Yeah, no, that'd be later. Like that's fine for all of us, I think. Friday from like 9 o'clock, 8:30, whenever we can get on. That'll give Sham a chance to actually finish just making and eating dinner, as opposed to being like I'm in the middle of making dinner right now.
Right.
And then if we have to go a little later, we can. But at least it won't like the nice part about it is that every like fourth Sunday it won't overlap with your other group.
All right,
So
we're
we can-
back.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna leave the bar. I'm gonna go stake out the shitter. So see if there's any kind of angles I can hide it.
Oh, the shitter. Can I join him?
Damn,
Uh,
dude.
I'm
no,
gonna try-
you're still in the bar.
I
You're
was gonna say,
still
you
in
don't
the
know he's doing
bar,
this.
intoxicated with no pants. Well,
Yeah.
actually, you're not in the bar. The bouncers just threw you out and told you not to come back. So now you're sleeping outside and not in the inn or in a nice bed.
But by the way, you missed it when I said it before. But when when I left the inn, I'm actually outside looking around to see if there's any other kind of things going on in the town.
Okay.
Any kind of gatherings of people or
No, small town.
things to
Again.
watch. Well, I'm talking about our people, our caravan people. See if they're gathering any specific thing.
A bunch of them were in the inn. A bunch of them were tired. A few of them sleep with their wagons. There's still guards around the wagons. A couple of them have some. Couple of them are have a little campfire going out by their wagon and decided to stay outside of the inn.
Okay.
Kind of a mixed bag, but the wagons are never left unattended.
Do I find like kind of a good place to kind of hide out?
You do. It's not difficult to kind of stand around the corner and where you can keep an eye on the outhouses and who's going in and out of.
All right.
All right. So the cultists have all basically retired to bed.
All of them.
Well, the 5 that were in the bar did.
Damn it.
The 2 that are on guard and the 2 that stayed with their wagons have not. And of course, there's 3 other cultists as guards for other wagons that are in various places. But you don't know that actually. Okay. Let's see. Mr. Blank, what are you doing here?
Where is the nearest cultist to me?
Up in his room.
Up in his room.
Are you gonna make your way out of the bar and stand next to Frieza?
Yes.
All right. You guys can go do that. All right. Belrim, you're trying to find a place to sleep. Maybe you can find a stable with some hay in it that might be nicer than the mud outside of the inn.
Can I try and barge into one of their rooms in the inn?
You're not allowed back in the inn. The bouncers just threw you out for being obnoxious and
Aren't
taking
you
your
a
pants
drunk,
off.
pantsless gnome? Or
Do I still
Yeah,
have my
you're-
pants?
They're in your hands. Yeah,
I'm gonna put on my pants.
yeah. You're gonna put on your pants and gonna find some alternative place to sleep tonight. Yeah. Give that some thought, because again, and remember that you're lawful good. So bashing in some poor merchant's door and throwing him out of his own bed is probably not going to work.
Damn it!
Yeah,
You ruin all the fun.
I know. Maybe you shouldn't be lawful good. All right. So back to Mr. Blink and Freza. It isn't too long before you see people coming in and out of the inn. It's still probably 10:30, 11 at night. So the outhouses, there's 3 or 4 of them are being used fairly frequently, but it dies down, and around midnight, you see one of the cultists come out to use the outhouse, and he is by himself, and none of the other outhouses are being used.
all right, I'm gonna give Mr. Blink the sign.
Okay.
I read it loud and clear.
All right, Mr. Blink, what are you casting?
As soon as he gets into the outhouse,
Yep.
I'm gonna cast sleep on him.
All right. You have to be able to see him, so you should probably cast it. You have to have a target
Oh,
for it. So
Oh, okay.
If that's the case, I'm gonna kind of like look around. Then I'm gonna walk up to the shitters, like I'm gonna jump in one, but instead I'm gonna like open the door to the one he's in.
okay.
Like, get ready and look back, and if Mr. Blink's
Yeah, I'll
ready,
have
Oh,
some sort of
boom.
direct line of sight.
Okay.
Okay, keep
All
in
right.
mind. Keep in
Yeah.
mind. 2 things. If you cast sleep when he opens the door, it's going to affect him as well. But the second thing is that you can kick him and wake him up afterwards.
If only we had some kind of cleric that had thaumaturgy that could just open the door from a distance.
Do you want me?
God damn.
It's
It's a
I'm
shame
not-
he's drunk and passed out and doing some shit.
Okay. I'm not too drunk. Okay, I can still cast things.
you don't know.
Yeah,
ne-
you know,
none
we
of the
don't know this is
3
going
of
on.
you
I was just
speaking-
making that comment
Yeah,
outside
no.
the game.
Exactly. None of the 3 of you speaking
Yeah.
know this.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Maybe you guys
Raise
have good
it,
news.
You
Signal.
jerk open the door. The guy says, "Hey, this would be an occupant." And Mr. Blink, you cast sleep.
I cast sleep on him. Should I cast it, or can I just tell you?
You just tell me. You
All right.
cast it. He's asleep.
I-
Surprisingly, Frieza is not.
Woohoo!
Good. And
There
then
you
I
go.
use a sorcery point, which I can do, right, to get a bonus action.
You can.
And
He's sound
then
asleep.
should I cast hold person?
You don't need to, I wouldn't think.
It's a just
What's hold
double.
person?
Well, I would keep that in reserve.
All right, and then I'll do that.
He's
Alright.
sound asleep in there. He didn't make too much noise. And so you guys, if you want to kill him, Frieza can just put his sword through his throat,
Yeah.
and that's the end of that.
I'm gonna jump in the shitter, and I'm gonna contemplate for just a split second. I can get behind and gag him, but before I even like finish that thought, I stab him right through the heart with my sword.
Okay.
And
Vicious.
I'm gonna take his purse, right? I'm gonna take the gold or whatever's in it. I'm gonna like kind of toss it on the ground and make it look like a robbery. And I'm chucking his body over my shoulder. I'm gonna look out the door, see if anybody's out there, and if the coast is clear, head to the woods to ditch the body in a hole.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So you managed to do all of that. Probably should take the coins and leave the cut purse
I'm
behind.
thinking I'm gonna pick
Well,
that
that's
stuff
what I-
up.
Yeah.
Isn't that what I said? I was gonna take the coins and chuck
No,
them.
you
said
said
you
you
were
dump
gonna
the coins all over the
scatter
place.
Make
them.
it look like
Oh
a
no, I'm sorry. I
robbery.
meant backwards.
Okay.
You're
Yeah, I
gonna,
want the money.
Got it.
I don't
you're
care
gonna
about the
take the coins and dump the purse scattered all over the place?
He's
I wouldn't
got it.
leave any evidence
Good,
because we're gonna
good.
swap out that guy with somebody else.
You don't tell us what
Alright.
you're doing.
Okay.
All right. So, how far do you carry this body?
So far that I can't see any kind of light from the village.
Okay.
Nice tree in between the roots. Start going to town with my one of my javelins.
I'm just poking him.
No, digging with the dirt.
He's burying him.
Become a shallow trench. And of course I'm a little weird, so I'm actually gonna like start chopping body parts and making little holes.
Ooh. All
I got a
right.
good night's
So
sleep the night before, so I can be up
Yeah.
all morning.
I was gonna say you got plenty of time to do that. Yes, you can do any and all of that, as long as you're a good, half mile or so from the center of town, which is what it would take to get kind of out of line of sight and deep enough into the woods. You find a place to bury him, and he is dead.
Well, especially once I've dismembered him.
It's hard to come back. from
Occasionally,
that.
I use his head as like a little kind of like a
Eight
puppet thing. What are those things called?
Marionette.
Yeah.
The ones you put on your lap and you pretend they talk.
Ventriloquist.
Dummy.
Yeah, dummy.
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 Why is my body all in pieces?
Hey, Sham, I accidentally deleted my character.
I just noticed that. I was like, why did your character appear?
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, there we go. I'm back.
Now you got all the settings and everything.
Yeah, I'll figure that out here in a
Yeah, the
second.
name's
It's
not
fine.
set correctly on there. We're gonna fix that.
I saved that already.
Just saying.
I
Like,
guess I gotta do it
yeah.
over on his tier, and I'll fix that later.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So he's dead. I'm assuming. So you come back into town, Mr. Blink. Do you tell anybody else about what you guys just did?
Yes, I call a group meeting, and I try to find a little quiet place between two buildings. I gather the group together.
I'm going to deny my invite to the group meeting because I'm really I shouldn't be associated with you guys at all based on the things I've done.
Well,
Okay, you
you're
be
also
lookout.
you're also
Yeah.
busy. You're busy.
Yeah,
at the
you are
moment.
a little busy at the moment.
You're
it's
you're
true.
you're fornicating with the corpse and
Yeah,
playing
so
around
while-
with body parts.
I'm using myself.
While you're burying them, I crew all the group together and let them know what we just pulled off.
Okay. All right.
Who are
Do
you
you-
letting know?
do you want-
Because
Do you want?
The whole group, our group, Daru, Shikamaru, Frieza, not Frieza, Eric.
didn't Eric already try to go find a barn to sleep in, or has he not done that?
Maybe
No,
it's
I
hard
haven't
to
done that
tell
yet.
right now. It's just
So you're just
everybody
like
on the road.
drunk on the side of the building.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll tell you and Shikamaru.
Am I not in your fancy
Well,
group?
I gotta ask this: with Shikamaru, did you go to your room, or you've been wandering the town with Daru?
No, I was at the inn eating the food that was
Yeah,
so
I,
left there.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like, how long did this take, Sham? Because I'm not standing around outside for 3 hours
No,
waiting for
this
this shit
is-
to happen.
It was around midnight before he grabbed the guy, so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
gonna be.
I'd
You're-
probably
you
wandered
guys-
back over to the
You
caravan.
guys are probably in bed.
Yeah, I don't think I'm out there right now at this point. If it was that long, I would have gone off to bed.
Oh, right. Well,
So-
that changes things.
So I think you might need to go see a doctor for some medication. You're talking to random people in your head.
It's his group. Come on, leave him alone.
It's group therapy.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to let Frieza know to tell him.
Well, I think they're gonna get told pretty much themselves.
All right.
In the morning, relatively early, there's quite the ruckus.
Oh, by the
As-
way, I don't head back to the inn because they only saw me leave, so I'm gonna go back to the wagon and take over my guard shift.
That's fine. That's fine. But they're and we'll probably have to wrap it up there because I see that it's 11. They're gonna there's gonna be quite the ruckus in the morning when the caravan gets going and the cultists are missing a member. and they
Oh, boy.
basically they turn the inn inside out. They guards and suspiciously at everybody, wondering
Can
what
we
happened
get
to
a
their man.
montage of Frieza chopping up the body, digging up a hole, throwing in the pieces, chopping up the body, digging up the hole, throwing it in the hole?
I had the montage afterwards of them
Switch Sterling.
searching the inn, searching the entire town.
Yeah.
Well, there's a plan to that.
Oh, I have no doubt. I've
So-
already figured out how I'm working my way through it.
Okay.
So one of the guardsmen, one of the cultist guardsmen, is missing and just disappeared last night, and they don't know where he is and wondering what's happening, and they start looking at everybody very suspiciously.
Uh-huh.
Are we
I'm
ending
gonna
it here?
look
or
at him
can-
suspiciously back.
Are we ending it there, or are we
You
continuing?
were going to end it there because the next encounter.
Big one.
No, it's just a funny one.
Uh, we're-
I'll leave it with that. You'll have plenty of role playing with that one.
oh yeah.
And
Yes.
our priest can go to town and have some fun.
there you go.
I'm not a priest.
What do you think a
I'm
cleric
a
is?
cleric.
Same game,
A cleric
bruh.
is just a member of a priesthood.
Look, a cleric, if you're going to look at it from WoW perspective, can kind of drift towards a paladin, but there actually is a paladin class, or a priest. That's what a cleric normally kind of falls along.
You're part of an order of religious people
Holy light.
preaching your god.
Did you read the cleric description?
No,
You
That's a priest.
pray.
Yeah.
Oops,
That
shit.
sounded
Did
cool.
not mean to do that.
I just saw cleric and they could do stuff.
You're a priest.
Yeah, you
My-
do that stuff by the power of your god.
Yeah, yeah.
Your god's representative here on the planet.
So
You
can
could
I
make-
can I change my god like later on, like if I don't like my god anymore?
You
'cause he
can
keeps
do. Listen,
removing my
you can do
powers?
whatever you want as long as you do it with a narrative that's really good.
Oh, okay.
You have to. Basically, your job in this game is to convince the DM that what you want to do is going to work.
Shim, can I chat with you for a couple minutes after this?
You
No, I'm
certainly-
not talking about outside of the game. I'm talking about in the game.
No. I gotta talk to him about this outside the game.
Be right
Okay.
back.
Yeah, Sham, can we
I-
talk
I'm gonna
now
s-
or do you want
I'm
to?
going to stop the stream.
Yeah, that's good. I